Well, dang. I know you weren't expecting just me, but hey, wow. Welcome, everyone. Mods, thank you for being here. Guys, Loose Pebbles? Well, thank you for being on the replay crew. Thank you to everybody on the replay crew. Thank you to everyone who's here. Um, oh wow, DNV, I didn't know that. Hey P Taylor. I'm gonna hold the fort down for a little bit. Nora texted me. She is going to be here. She's just running behind. I don't know where she is, but she's running an errand and she's not home yet. And she said she could, when she gets back in her car, if she has the link, and she said I could stream from my car, but I kind of hate that. Hey, Nikki, Ohio, it's good to see you. Love you too. I don't really, hey, Linz, I don't really want to make Nora stream and drive. It's not that, it's like my son would say, it's not that deep. Um, I just want her to be, I like that for you, Lindsay, self care. I just want her to be safe. And yes, yesterday was my birthday. No one, what was your name? No one, nowhere. Happy birthday. That was my dad's birthday yesterday. My birthday's in a week. Well, less than a week now, next Wednesday. Hey, Krusty Rabbit Hole, thanks for being here. So I know that a bunch of you are probably here more for Nora. If people came over from Nora's channel, thank you for doing that. And if you're just here to support us both, thank you for doing that. Please hit subscribe while you're here. YouTube does unsubscribe you. Hi, Punky. Well, wow. Sometimes she makes it known that she wants to be picked up, and that was one of the times. A happy birthday to your dad, Buffy. Hey, West Coast. Hey, Dee. So guys, she will be here. But don't you worry. I feel like I have this whole YouTube thing down and I can kind of handle it. Thank you, user. Hey, Jeannie Hansen. So I mean it, guys. Mods, thank you for being here. And thank you for supporting us both. Thank you for being kind, supporting women. I like women supporting women. Hey, Rhonda McNeil. I hope you're doing okay. Rhonda, I'll be thinking about you. I didn't know you had a surgery. Hey, Rip Curl. Hey, Alabama Rose. P. Taylor, how do you guys feel about an earlier stream? What are our thoughts on an earlier stream? Good for you, Allie. I love bearded dragons. I like this time. Maybe we could try to do something like this. I've talked about it before. Maybe we could try to do something like this once or twice a week for the earlier people on the other side of the world. Hey, Helen Baker. Hey, Chicago Jane. Jojo, love you, babe. Wow, it's really hot out. We can't go anywhere. We really can't do anything. We're forced to be in our house. Our air conditioner can't even keep up with it. Any thoughts at all? Buffy wants to know. Look at your footy pawpaws. Did you know that you look like you were from Whoville? I think Dr. Seuss looks like a character. You look like the Lorax's cousin. Angela is loving life in France. Just subbed, Reese. Thank you so much. Hey, Kaza. Thank you so much, Angela. And I love your name. Thank you for being a member and thank you for hitting subscribe. Thank you to everybody. Hey, Holly. Hey, Linda Gillum, who subscribes. Why is it doing that? Good, Tammy. Okay, I'm glad. Hey, Jersey gal. I know, she's so cute. So guys, Nora and I haven't really spoken. Nora was quite busy on a stream earlier. I don't know how many of you caught that. There was a lot of people in that stream. There was like 500 people in that stream. Nice, Krusty Rabbit Hole. Okay. Cindy South, welcome in. Hey, what the fox? It's good to see you. And thanks for gifting a membership. That is so nice when you guys do that. I really appreciate it. Hey, always Elise. I hope I said that right. But again, please hit subscribe while you are in here. Yeah, Karen Doll. So we ended up needing to go earlier today. Nora had something she has to do later. She's 2 hours behind me, but she has something she has to do. And then she ended up running late. Hey, irritated panda, Lisa. So I apologize that she's not here yet, but Quirkolopagus, that's a cute name. Beachcomber, welcome in. Hey, Amy Knight. Hey, Renee B. So Nora did a heck of a stream earlier. Very powerful. Joyce Drager, thank you for being a member, my friend. Love you, Joyce. Thank you guys for the support. Please hit the like button. Thank you, Elise. Hey, Bohemian Luciferian Witch. Hey, Miriam. Uh, this is about my air conditioner. Give me 1 second. Hey, Mom. They're all closed. Yep. 74, but it's at 79 right now. Well, that's what I figured. It's been doing that for days. It's been going up to 80, and I have it set. I usually set it at like 75 or 6, but because it's so hot, I was trying to cool it down quicker in the mornings. So it goes up. Last night it was up to 81. I just don't think it can keep up. But okay, I'm live, so okay, no problem. I'm on a show, so I thought no, it's no problem. Okay, bye. Okay, thought it was going to be more pressing. Sorry, guys. Hey, Joanne Palmer. I love that. No one nowhere. That's exciting. Hey, Decultified. So Nora did a heck of a stream. She really did. Nora is a powerhouse. I don't care who knows it. I don't care who's in denial about that. Nora is a damn powerhouse. She really makes things go, in my opinion. Uh, I don't know how many people, how many subscribers. Hey, Pippi, welcome over. She has on her channel, I don't know how many subs she has, but she's tough and she's powerful and she can command an audience. That's for sure. Nora impresses the hell out of me every time I watch her. Hey, Marianne. Linda Gillum, thank you, babe. Thank you for being a member. I was there for Nora's too. Love not being the replay crew. Happy thoughts. Me too. I have two Lumen. She's I always admire strong, powerful women. I love men too. I don't tear men down, but I'll tell you right now, women who are strong and powerful and more importantly than that, to me, this is just what I would use a word to describe Nora. I used hey Neptunes. I used this word to describe my husband who passed away too. When he passed away, the officiant who was going to do the funeral said, "What's a word that you would use to describe him?" And I went, "Fearless." Fred was fearless. And I feel that way about Tommy, and I feel that way about Nora. I think Nora and also Lindsay, I really applaud these women because you can see the passion. There you can see that they are truth telling, very powerful women. Um, I agree with this so much, Marla. Nora is not only strong, but she's also extremely caring. She's very caring. I think Nora is one of the most I think this is the right word. For me, it applies to me this way. To me, she's very maternal. But I say that, thank you, Linda. What a nice compliment. I see that in you too, Reese. I don't see it in me as much, but I aspire to be that. Um, for me, as a friend of Nora's, she's incredibly maternal. I feel like she checks on me all the time. She checks on her audience all the time. She tells people self care. I do not see Nora as a bully. I've never seen Nora as just some attack dog. I think Nora speaks up. Hey, Darla. Hey, Kathy. Nora speaks up for people. And I think that she is a voice for many of us. And I also think, hey, Irish Mart, this I'm not great with some words, and so if I'm using them incorrectly, you can correct me. Thank you, Allie. I feel like she's also a bit of a pioneer, and what I mean by that, in case that word is not the incorrect word, is she was one of the first people on the front lines. Hey, Jackie C, to use her voice and stand alone and say, I'm not okay with this kind of abuse that I'm seeing. I'm not okay with any of this while a lot of other people stayed back in fear. I feel like Nora kind of went out there first and was like, huh. And that is I have some very, thank you, Yadira, deep admiration for Nora for that reason alone. Like, even if, let's say, Nora and I broke up as friends and just went our separate ways, no hate, no nothing, which won't happen. But hey, Jess, I would have a deep respect for her just as, hey, Anne, just as another woman, for being so strong and powerful. You can't, what I guess I'm trying to say is you can't take that away from her. You can't take that away from her. Love her or don't love her. She is a very powerful person who's willing to do it alone and be bullied and harmed by others and shamed and walk right through that nonsense. And I don't know, guys. Heather in the library, welcome in. The older I get, I'll be 42 in less than a week. The older I get, yep, it was very validating for me when Nora spoke out. There you are. Yes, Lindsay. Me too. The avocado professor, and good to see you. The older I get, the more, well, I should say, the less time I have for people who are not authentic, people that we see through. We know exactly who I'm talking about right now. People who, Verbo Boss, people who are doing a little song and dance, being a show pony, doing the smoke and mirrors. You see through that stuff more. The disingenuous people are so easy to see the older I get, and I spot it. I felt alone speaking about that man. She came out and shared her. Yes, absolutely, Lindsay. I know you did. Nora is a great word, Kathy. She's a warrior. And Kathy, thank you for being a member and thank you for the word. I thought of fearless about Nora, but warrior is another one that's really good, really good. But yeah, I just admire her and I think she's very true. I feel very honored to be Nora's friend. Like I do. I feel Lindsay too. I feel both of them. Hey, Chrissy Twig. Friendships are hard for me or have been hard for me coming out of Scientology because I just didn't value friendships in Scientology. Marie Marion, refresh your feed because if you can't hear me, I'm telling you, hundreds of other people would be telling me that too. To me, you and Nora have a very similar vibe. Thank you, Megan Roberts. I think we are similar as far as our humor. I think our passions are the same. Yeah, Tiffany Murfitt, she's very sincere. And again, I am incredibly honored and I feel very blessed to have sincere, female, strong, powerful women in my corner, not in my business, in my corner. So that's something that I really had to take a long, hard look at with my friendships that I was forming over the last few years. She's late, Kestrel. Pay attention. Hey, Rhonda, to who's in your business and who's in your corner. And through that lens, if you look through that lens, you can narrow stuff down pretty quickly. Who's in your business versus who's in your corner. Those two ladies that I speak of right here, right now, are in my corner 100%, not in my business. Taking it the chin against bullies and swines. Haggis, I like your picture and thank you. Yes, Haggis, no question. Thank you for your super chat. I'm happy to see you, Haggis. Finally caught alive, Miss Sassafras. Welcome in and thank you for being a member, my friend. Thank you, Kestrel. And thank you to everyone who has, hey, Aspire, thank you. I was just going to say to everyone who has been in my corner, has stood up for me, has supported me. I think what we're looking at right here, right now, is a sinking ship. And I think when people start to go down and sink for their bad behavior being put on display, and I think make no mistake, right here, right now, hey, Alicia, I believe there has been a hate campaign. Joanne Hawley, I love you, babe. There's been a hate campaign formed against me and Tommy. Hey, OG Gaslit, for the last couple of years, year and a half. And as we all know, that hate campaign began when I quit Aaron Smith-Levin's board, his foundation. Within about 48 to 72 hours, the hate began and it hasn't ever stopped. And thank you, Buffy. I love you too. And Nora did a great job of pointing that out today. But I don't have any doubt in my mind that Aaron has been behind all of this hate since day one. I have no doubt in my mind that the reason the few women that he has standing with him left are very similar to him and take joy in watching others suffer or feel trying to force them to feel minimized to where they're not allowed to be on YouTube. Uh, hey, Kat, and I guess I didn't say that sentence very well. I think they take joy in making others feel small. Hey, dirty mouse. And I think that if you just look at the list of people that left him, his friends that stood by him, who were authentic, and I'm talking about the list is long, but Sterling, Liz Ferris, Liz Gale, Nora, Laura FM, Mike Brown, Serge, me, Zach, lawyer friend Zach, Dylan. There were a lot of really authentic people who stood by him in his life and are now gone. And they have been replaced with people who have been attacking us. And I think we saw that on full display today. A lot of you may have seen it, you may not have, but Aaron only attacks people now in other people's chats. And it's very fascinating. It's interesting to watch. But he took a lot of joy in swinging hard at me, Nora, Lindsay, and Tommy today in Maryland. And Maryland happens to be friends and associates with racists and pedophiles. And he's hitching his wagon to that, which, again, I think we're witnessing in real time a sinking ship. I think he's flailing. And I think he's trying to take everyone down with him, kind of like he did to the list of people I just said. He has attacked every single one of the people I just listed off. Those are good people. Those are ex-Scientologists minus lawyer friend Zach. He somehow has been the victim of all of these people. And now he's got Natalie and Cheryl and Marilyn. And if you notice, the pattern to those three is they all attack. They all attack people. So Nora is here with us now. I told her not to jump on while she's driving, but Nora doesn't listen to anyone. And that's another thing I love about her. Look, there she is.
I'm actually not driving yet. Guys, I just dropped my kid off and then I'm like hustling home and all of a sudden my car's like bing. And I was like, what is it telling me? I was on the like E of my gas. Wow. So I was like, oh, I got to turn around to the station, which I did. And here I am. Ta-da. So,
well, I'm glad you made it, huh?
Yeah, I just got gas. It's all good. So now I'm heading back home. But like this is the life of moms. We gotta like take our children's places, and that's how that goes.
Yes.
And the popos are out today, yo. My God. Because it's 4th of July weekend.
Holiday weekend. Guys, keep that in mind, by the way, when you're out and about. Pay attention, drive safe, all of that. Amy Edge, thank you for being a member, and thank you for being supportive of us all. Guys, I just want to say that again. Hey, Mama Brooke, thank you for being supportive of us. We don't ask for that, right? Like, if you don't support us, you don't support us. But the people that do have really shown that in droves. And
I appreciate that today. It was awesome to see that. I didn't get to address that because I had to do a thing with my dog. And
Darla, I agree with this. Nora's live was great today. Let's freaking go, Aaron. I know she kept saying that. Thank you for the super chat, Darla. And Nora, we don't have to talk about this if you don't want to talk about it. But
no, I just tuned in, so I caught the end of the list there of the people that you were rattling off, that have been summarily. Oh, here comes an ambulance. Is he coming this way? No. Okay. I could hear it behind me, but they kept going another way. That he absolutely just tossed to the side as soon as he, no longer needed them, or they had the audacity to simply leave his charity,
Absolutely. Hey, Dirty Mouse, hold on just a second. I swear this drama is the reason I checked out of your lives. I love seeing your face and hearing about your adventures. Too bad some rotten apples have to ruin things. Hi, Nora. Hey, Dirty Mouse. I appreciate you being honest and saying that. But this isn't, it's not for everyone. I don't ask people to support me that don't like this kind of content. The problem is, this has really become a big part of my actual life. Like I always say this: you tune in and you tune out when the stream is over. I tune out and I still get all kinds of hate. I have people threatening me. I have people coming after me. I have people calling Huxley's school. I have people making fun of Huxley. So it doesn't
Yeah.
stop. And I feel like we handle it in a very, probably more, respectful way. I'm not out here screaming and, threatening back. It's just shining a light on this stuff sometimes has to happen. And I do talk through it. And it's like any other topic. I kind of have to like walk through it to get through to the end. So I feel different about it. I process it. I'm a verbal processor. So I don't see this as like, oh, drama, drama, drama. I see this as we take it day by day and what comes. And I mean, if you were being trashed and made fun of and lied about by thousands of people or a big channel that was doing it, wouldn't you want to maybe defend yourself a little bit or say, hey, that's not what's going on?
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, let's put it this way. It does affect our real lives in that the constant flow of communication about these things doesn't stop when the stream's over. But in your case, Reese, this is an extreme. I mean, we're talking about your child who is a minor, who is for no reason other than existing as, the flesh of your womb is being attacked. It's like insane to think that it's okay for Aaron to stand on some moral high ground or Marilyn to stand on some moral high ground about who's an abuser, who's not an abuser, when Aaron is a self-confessed abuser and he's gaining support and supporting literal Nazis and people who have made videos sexualizing your child and attacking Lindsay for having an abortion that, by the way, the pregnancy was caused by who? Aaron Smith Levitt. So it's like, it's never his fault for anything, which I find completely ironic and just so like, I don't understand that,
Well, that's what I mean, Nora, honestly, that's what I was trying to say about the list. I mean, the list is even longer than the people I just named, but that was a quick list that I rattled off of all of those old ex-Scientologists. And if you notice, all those people I rattled off don't have a problem with anybody else, including you and me. It's just that
Right.
Aaron kicked this off. He's the common denominator. He platformed all of us and then to the curb. And I just, you do not have to comment on this at all. But I will say, guys, that now that I see how much he's been coming for me for years and really trying to do it behind the scenes through other people. He was in Marilyn's chat today just trashing me, Nora, Lindsay, and Tommy, laughing at us,
Yeah.
making fun of sexual assault. Like they were all laughing at the idea of sexual assault. It was really bad. It tells me all I need to know. And it also tells me, and you couldn't really convince me otherwise at this point, I don't think I was accidentally doxxed. We'll never know, but I really don't. And here,
Yeah.
I'm not just saying that lightly. I had spoken with Aaron behind the scenes for almost exactly 6 months to the day. He asked me every question under the sun, Nora. Find out this. Do you know this person? Does your mother-in-law know this person? Have you heard about this situation? What's going on here? He got every answer to everything he wanted in those 6 months. And he was done. He was already at the end of asking me anything anymore. I think he came up with, or maybe someone helped him go, dox her, man. That'll get you a lot of views. Like, now that you're done and you can't use her in any other way, out her, right?
Yeah.
I really do believe that. I think that it was now that I see how far he will go for clicks and views, like this shit show of a stupid nothing about Tommy today. What does Aaron have to do with Tommy right now currently? Nothing. He's looking for views, but also he brought Tommy onto YouTube and introduced him to everyone, and he knew Tommy was a convict at the time. But now he's like, this Tommy guy is a convict and should be exposed. What? And guys, Nora pointed this out. I didn't even know it. He's got a whole playlist on his channel of Tommy's streams. He's still profiting off of Tommy. And as far as me, he's got an entire playlist of me on his streams as well. Still profiting, hates
Yeah.
us, wants to take us down, but he doesn't mind getting a dime made off of us, right? So it's all very
Yeah.
shady. It's all very look over there. It's projection at its finest. But I'm really kind of blown away. It's like, where is this coming from? Oh, I know. He's tanking. His channel is tanking, guys. His views are down.
Yeah.
He clickbaits the shit out of stuff. Yeah, Katie said he brought Tommy on because he's a convict. That's why he brought Tommy on for the Danny Masterson stuff. Nora was like, I have a convict here, and now suddenly he's using that against Tommy, like Tommy gives a shit. He doesn't. We all know that Aaron's a loser at this point, and he's scraping in the bottom of the barrel, but just the list, guys, of people I named are good people. They're ex-Scientologists. We all get along, and somehow we're all the problem, and we made the mess. And his 3 ringleaders he sticks with now are Natalie, Cheryl, and Marilyn. It's like, gee, that's interesting that those are the 3 good people left, because everybody else stabbed.
Well, not even Cheryl anymore. I think she's been kicked to the curb. Eric has taken Cheryl's place.
I don't know much about Eric or Cheryl. I met Cheryl in person. I don't know Eric, but I think it's very clear to me that this guy is circling the drain and he's going to take everybody out that he can. I think he's been trying to get me off of YouTube I think his biggest regret is bringing me out onto YouTube. I really do. I think he hates that he's
100%. 100%.
I don't know why I'm such a problem for Aaron. I have stayed in my lane for years. I don't usually talk about him, but for some reason, quitting that board. Well, Natalie said it to me. Don't do it. Do not quit that board. You will be sorry. Natalie said that to me. Don't do it. You'll be sorry. It'll mess up your channel and you'll get a lot of hate. So,
yep.
Hey,
it's like
Heather,
she almost knew what the plan was.
Almost. It's like she almost knew something, Nora. K-Space, you both share your lives with us. This is part of your lives. As a friend, I'm here to laugh with you through the good parts and support you through the tough stuff. Thank you, K-Space. That means a lot, guys, because I'm not trying to make this a drama channel. I'm really not. But I have to this stuff that comes up. And Baby Step says, so glad to see you ladies together. Nora, I can never catch your live streams. Live, it seems, although you are prolific for me to keep up. You both deserve so much better. I love you, Baby Steps, and thank you for that, guys. Thank you for the super chats. And Joanne says, I believe it too. He got all from you, and he played you for a while and made nice. And once you quit the foundation, you were useless to him, so he wanted to discard you. Good point, Joanne. And Baby Steps, I mean Lindsay too in that previous statement. We love you, Baby Steps. Guys, thank you for those super chats. I'm sorry I'm not clicking on comments as much. I just it's the good thing here, Nora, is time keeps passing and time keeps clearing everything up for us. The more time that goes by, the more I see and I'm able to kind of zoom out and go, that makes a lot of sense, right? Like the timeline is adding up. You know, me leaving his board really put a crack in things. Aaron has not done the work to heal from the trauma of Scientology the way you guys have. He's bitter and still operating the way he was trained. Great point, K-Space. No question. Thank you again, K-Space. I just think, Nora, looking at it now, I still couldn't tell you why I'm such a big threat to him, but he really, by Dirty Mouse, he really hates me. He really tries to in my channel.
Well, he hates that you're friends with Lindsay, and he hates that you're friends with me, because nobody makes him more angry than me in particular for some reason. And it's like the fact that the 3 of us actually communicate well and nicely together drives him nuts.
Oh yeah, and he's trying to break the 3 of us up, right? He's trying to say Lindsay's a racist. How can you support that? He's trying to say Tommy is a convict. How do you both support that? Like he's trying to just find little things to split us up. I was going to say though, this whole Tommy thing, he really made a big mistake today. I think he made a huge mistake today. Guys, so Marilyn put out a documentary of all the shit she's been talking about the last 2 years. Just put it into one little
Guys,
1 hour.
wait for the Oscars. It's gonna be nominated.
And Aaron, right before Marilyn debuted this incredible film,
Incredible.
What's that? Riveting.
Oh, completely. I wept. I stood. What do they always put for like it was stand up and cheering, like, come on.
It was
God.
2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Double. It was, I would say, riveting. I'll lose sleep over it. Thank you, Miriam. Being genuine is definitely an unfamiliar concept to some. And Megan Roberts says, finding out exactly what is being said, I have so many questions about in their version of reality, what they think YouTube is. No question, Megan. And thank you guys for the super chats. But he really made a mistake today, I think, Nora, and correct me if you think I'm wrong on this. So Marilyn has been saying this for like a year, that she's been putting together with Steven Spielberg. She's been doing this documentary.
Right.
And when it came out today, how convenient, Aaron promoted it on his channel.
Right, exactly.
And I found that to be very telling. You got to watch things like that. Lenora Gray, I have not watched it yet. She has it time stamped for certain parts. I will go through, and definitely I plan to copyright strike anything that she stole of my material. But
it's mostly your shit.
Of course it is, because she loves me. But it was very telling to me that Aaron promoted it. And then you guys aren't going to believe this, because I only know this because so I was watching Nora's live, and Nora was kind of giving us a recap on the audience happening. By the way, Nora had like 510 people watching, and Marilyn.
And thank you for watching.
Marilyn Marilyn and Nora were going at the same time. Nora had over 500 watching. Marilyn's debut was like 180. And Aaron was going wild in the chat, and Nora was giving us a recap of what he was saying. So that's how I know what was going on. Aaron was going absolutely batshit crazy, saying the most wild, crazy, abusive things, safely, cowardly in her chat. If you guys notice, he doesn't do that on his own channel. He doesn't do that. He's a good boy. He's like Tori said, go be a good boy, Aaron. He's trying to he walks a straight line on his channel. But boy, oh boy, when he gets into somebody else's chat, he's like a 12-year-old. And if you guys remember, like a couple of years ago when I lived in Kansas City, he did that on my channel, Nora. He came on a stream of mine, and he spent 45 minutes tearing you down, screaming about you. And I was like, why are we doing? Wow. I don't even know Nora. I was like, I don't even know her. This is such a waste of time. Hey, babe, welcome in.
Yeah.
So that's a pattern. He's a real tough guy, I guess is what I'm trying to say. He's a real tough guy with the words in other people's chats. But if you've noticed, he doesn't do that in his own. So he takes advantage in other people's chats to say everything he wants to say. That's really vile stuff. Lies, a lot of lies. And he's a total victim, right? Go on.
Well, the only way he does it is behind members only, Then he'll let his hair down, the hairs he doesn't have. But yeah, then he'll say what he really feels. I mean, we have all seen the actual Aaron come out. All you have to do is watch the video that he did about Jenna, the 2.5-hour video that he did about Jenna. Just absolutely degrading, demeaning, defaming in every way possible this woman that he claims he's madly in love with, he can't live without her, just tearing her apart, so that the next time that she is brave enough to break up with him and come forward with more evidence of abuse, she is already framed in his audience's mind as a completely unreliable, unstable person, so that she's automatically dismissed. This is the classic pattern of a narcissistic abuser and someone who commits domestic violence constantly. This is not this, he's very well acquainted with this. This is clearly something that he does all the time. It's not, just special for us, or we just made him so mad. Like, he's been rehearsing this shit for a long time.
This is a total classic pattern of Aaron. It really is. And so, yeah, guys, I just was wanting to. This was not going to be our conversation today, by the way. I didn't know when I set up.
No.
When we said we were going to do this on Thursday, they hadn't come out with any of this yet. So
no.
And Nora's kind of busy today. We might be able to do a follow-up stream on this at some point, but I'm just addressing this because it's kind of the elephant in the room, and we all know, like, this was slimy. And again, it looks like from the chapters, it's all the same old shit. Like, it's all the same old stuff, just recycled stuff. And again, Aaron brought Tommy on the scene because of his convict knowledge. But suddenly, Aaron now is like, this guy's a convict and we all need to look out for him. I don't know. The contradicting just behavior of this is insane. But I didn't go look at the comment section of where he was saying what he was saying, because you were reading them out to us, Nora, but it sounds like it was really bad. He was attacking you as well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I had gone off that page for a bit, so I wasn't noticing. And when I glanced back, it was like around the timestamp in her video, because she gave all the timestamps, where she started bringing up knife hoarder. And then he started going off. And of course, it's all W's for knife hoarder. And, she brought wins. Oh. W for night. Yeah. But the reason why she even played a clip of knife hoarder is it was a video where he called me out for saying something, correcting what Marilyn's narrative had been about Tommy. And that's all that I was trying to do. It was like, you can't label somebody something that they weren't convicted of. It's like, it's not. Anyway, I have a bug up my ass about like specific labels. Like, is Aaron a chomo? No, we can't say that, because A, he wasn't convicted of that, and B, we have no record of him doing anything like that, right? So this idea to put that and those should be used appropriately, and that's what, when you were on with Tommy and I came on, that's what we were discussing. But the way they all want to twist it into something else is really not good, and it's clear to me from this documentary that Marilyn did not talk to this victim. Thank God for that. But all I can go on is Tommy's version of events and look at the reports and then just go, okay, and move on, but it's like, that's also not, it's not my concern or my job at this point. But some is their concern to continue down somebody that Aaron introduced. And once again, there's no responsibility on Aaron. It's not a Tony, it's the whole thing. I got to turn my camera off. I'm in a shitty area, but I just turned my camera off so you can still hear me. But it's never Aaron's fault. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's never his fault. He slips through accountability. He thinks he's Teflon, and again, this is all starting to come back on him, I think, because time passing has shown the same patterns with the same behavior, the same attacking people, the same, like the people I didn't add to that list, right? Like even the people on the board he was on, the Headleys, the Scobies, the Friggers. There's so many people,
exactly. One second.
Remini, right? Like everybody did stuff to Aaron. Aaron never does anything to anyone else. I don't know. We might have lost her for a minute, guys. Maybe we did. I'm trying again, this was not going to be our topic today. And Nora, I had all kinds of stuff for Nora. Yeah, rocks, she did. I had all kinds of stuff for Nora. We may have to do that a different day. And this may not be interesting content for you guys. To be honest, I could see a lot of people clicking on this stream going, oh, not this again. I understand. I really do try to stay on both sides of this as far as I see through your eyes. I can see through your eyes why this comes off as drama, right? But it's not for me, because this has to do with my partner in love and life, Tommy. It's him attacking also Nora, my other very good friend Lindsay, and they're putting out lies and they're trying to spin this, and I don't think there's any more spinning it. To be honest, this has run its course. This pattern has been, we've seen this movie too many times, and it's always ends up at the same place. It's the same loop that we've been on for years, which is all these people, you know, Liz Ferris, Lara Femme, Serge, Sterling's a terrible guy, right? Mitch Brisker's horrible. All these people are so bad. Leah Remini's a terrible person. Yeah, we kind of, if you're not, you know, critical thinking, it's like, so all these people did all of this to you, right? Like you're just always the victim somehow of all of these people. And so,
well, you know what's super ironic, when hearing you say that made me think of like the same thing basically with like Scientology. How come Scientology's whole purpose is to make the able more able and to like help people get to the highest echelons of their possible abilities, yet the majority of people who have ever done Scientology have left, and they're all now suppressive and crazy and dumb. And it's the same thing with Aaron. It's like every person that has ever become friends with Aaron, actually they were nuts, they were crazy, they're suppressive, they're bad people, blah 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 blah. It's the same fucking pattern because he does Scientology. There's no other way to explain it.
Damn, that really is following the Scientology playbook.
Like,
I didn't really look at it that way, but what you just said sounded exactly like my dad. You know, like anyone who's suddenly disaffected or like no longer a part of Scientology, that's exactly what he would say. Like they're suppressive, they're out there being out ethics, they're insane, they drank the Kool-Aid, now they're out of the world. Like that's exactly what he does. We're all crazy.
It's always the same story.
And you notice it's mostly women he goes after. And I noticed that pattern too. It's like he's more comfortable being combative with women than men. And I think it makes a lot of sense.
100%.
Why Natalie was so like, don't do it. Don't do it. You're going to get burned. You're going to get hurt. Don't do it. I mean, even that, it's like, what do you know that I don't know? Clearly a lot, you know, like there's, he's got, I think you're probably right. He's got something on all of these women to where you can tell they're fearful. I mean, I know because I was fearful. I was in that loop as well with him. Like I didn't want to speak. I let Marilyn call me out and say all these horrible things about me for over a year because I didn't want to mess with him. Right.
Yeah. I mean, I think with Marilyn in particular, I think it's a mutually assured destruction situation because she has been behind the scenes now for 3 years. She was dead center in the middle of the Jenna blow up, playing both sides. And, you know, she has the text messages. She has the quote unquote receipts, and he knows that she will fucking make a documentary out of it. Right. So he's going to stay on her side as long as he have to. She could get out a fuck KKK hood and go to a.
We might have lost Nora for a second again. Guys, eventually Nora's going to hop on when she gets home and she'll be in her studio. This is an interesting, I hope she comes back because Rox, this is interesting. He's comfortable going after Tommy because Tommy ignores it. If Tommy actually came for him, he would shit himself. Physically, he'd shit himself. If Tommy were in the same room, in the same vicinity, I don't believe for a second that Aaron would be saying any of these things. I think Aaron is very, very weak. I think he's very fearful. I think this is what men who got to be big and alpha and like pick on women in particular tells you all you need to know. They're very weak behind the scenes, right? They're big talkers. They're big. They think they're big fish. I think that he's incredibly weak, and that's why he goes for women. But I have told Tommy in the past, I don't think you should go after Aaron. He would probably do some content on Aaron if I had to guess, but I think that's a bad idea. I think Aaron wants Tommy to do that so that that gives Aaron a reason to come after me. Do you understand? Aaron's always trying to come up with ways to be combative and harm people through his typical soldiers that do it for him. And as you can see right now in real time, he has Marilyn Honan focused on Tommy, right? But I think that if Tommy were to start going after Aaron, Aaron would use that as an excuse to go after me. Guys, I don't think Aaron gives two shits about Tommy. I don't know the answer to that for sure. It's me. He wants my channel taken down. He wants me taken out, right? One love, there's nothing alpha about abusing women. Exactly. Great point. But to abusive men who abuse women, they think it's alpha. Normal, healthy, healed, working on themselves, people who take accountability in life, of course, don't think that, right? And thank you for your super chat. But unfortunately, big, strong, dick swinging men who think they have big channels and a big voice, right? Meanwhile, he's deteriorating before our very eyes. Yes, probably so, Rabbit Flea. So I agree with that. But we've all seen that story before. The big tough guy who thinks they have to abuse women because let's face it, they're afraid of men. They won't pick on someone their own size. Hell no. They're not doing that. You don't see Aaron going after too many guys. He's always got a pattern of going. Why? He feels safe there. He's not going to go where he feels unsafe. Tommy is a wild card. That's not safe. Picking on women is safe to him, right? And he's always got a harem of women around him. Like all of this is by design. Hey, Sarah, love you, babe. Thank you again for the other day, Sarah. Elena Rainerman, you set up this live 2 days ago. It is others who keep bringing up the shit. Marilyn put out her video this morning. I think it's appropriate for you guys to talk about it. Thank you for validating that. Hey, Sierra Terry, I've missed you. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, I had no intentions of discussing this, obviously, because I didn't even know this was going to take place. I set up this video before any of this drama happened. So we're just addressing it. You don't see me flipping out and melting down. This is just another Aaron, another way for him to attack. And thank you for the super chat. Guys, this is just, goes to show you that they do not like this. This is obviously a threat. Nora's a threat. I'm a threat. Lindsay's a threat. The three of us together, I think, makes it an even bigger threat in his mind. Why? I don't know. I'm not interested in doing content on Aaron Smith-Levin. I don't give two shits about Aaron Smith-Levin. He means nothing to me. I've always thought he was a shit starter, but I put up with it. And then when I got to flag and met him in person, I saw that even more behind the scenes. Obviously, I saw it the other time I went when I stayed with him at his house. He was really, really, really nasty. There's a lot of things I've never shared, and I'm probably not going to. But the second time when I stayed at his house, that happened to be the exact moment when Mike Rinder put out his like 6 or 7 or 8 or so many videos. It was when he was actively sick and passing. I happened to be staying with Aaron at his house when that happened. Exactly. Yeah. Doctor Who, Heather. I'm sure Nora will be back. Look at all the people they have done this to. How many streamers, protesters have quietly disappeared because they were lied about, attacked, and bullied? Absolutely. He thinks this mechanism works because let's face it, it has worked in the past. This has worked for him. Hey, Alana, this is not working so much anymore because, again, it's too telling. You've got too many people that the exact same thing, right? Like, so all these people are bad people, and the only good people left are Farrell, Cheryl, Marilyn Honig, and Natalie, right? Like, that's it, because Sterling is such a terrible guy, and Mike Brown and Dylan and Laura FM and fucking Liz Ferris, Liz Gale, Nora. Like, we're all so terrible troublemakers. I don't even do content on Aaron, but he's been trying to destroy me for a long time. He made a big mistake, I think, outing me. And again, Nora, I don't think that that was a mistake.
No, 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 absolutely not. I'm going to eat lunch while we're talking. Listen, what
Why
you
are you
just said
delayed?
is so important.
Hold
I'm on a
on. You have a
delay.
delay. Yeah, like
Ew.
a weird.
Okay. I'm going to come back. Hang on.
Okay, refresh your page. That was weird. She like took a bite, but then she was talking. That was crazy. Um, and guys, don't make no mistake here. I'm not going to become a drama channel for Aaron either. Aaron kind of told on himself today when he started promoting Marilyn attacking me and Tommy. It shows me everything I need to know. He's behind the scenes, excited about this. And if you go watch the chat, he was in the chat like a 10-year-old boy, like just jumping all over us and yelling and being vile and gross and laughing and cackling. But he's good on his own channel because he doesn't want his big donors to see that, right? Like, he didn't want to see his
No.
big fish. He doesn't want to look like he's attacking women on his own channel. So he goes over to use Marilyn to do it, right? That's what he uses her for. I hope you guys understand that.
Oh yeah, 100%. Am I still on a delay or am I good?
You're good.
Okay.
So I look back now, and again, time always tends to clear things up when you have a bigger picture to look at. And we are just now at the three are we yeah, we're at the 3.5 year mark. So I have had a YouTube channel in a few weeks will be 3 years. I started it. So we're at the 3 year mark on YouTube. And guys, I have no doubt looking back now that he probably cooked that up and thought, I don't have anything else with this person. Like, we're not friends. You know, he didn't probably really like me at all. So he thought, I'm going to out this person. It'll be a big story. I don't think it probably got the numbers he wanted, but he certainly still makes money on it because he's got all those on his channel of me and Tommy and all of my interviews. So he seems to like the views still. He just wants to control the narrative. And
100%. But can I ask you a follow-up question on what you were saying about, I was like, why can't I see you very well? Because I have wrong glasses on.
oh,
Now I can see you. Hello. When you were at his house during the drop of the Mike Rinder fucking bomb.
that was terrible.
So what was his mood like? What was he?
Oh my God. He that whole time, I don't know how many days I was there. I think 3 or 4 days. The entire time I was there, I was like, why did this have to happen while I'm here? It happened like after I got there. And he was just rabid. He was going nuts on his phone. He was checking his analytics. He was like calling. So one of his very best friends is one of the Jane Does for the Masterson trial. And he told me that, and he was on the phone with this person the entire time. And I don't want to get too far into the conversations I was hearing. I don't know who she is, and I'm not trying to do anything with that woman. I don't want to hurt people that I don't know and that haven't come for me. But he was rabid checking his analytics, and he was saying the most horrific, like a Scientologist would, stuff about Mike Rinder, as far as like, you can guess, right? Like, why is this person not dead? I hope he died. Is he dead yet? Like, just really nasty stuff. Which again, it's like, yeah, you hate him. I get it. I didn't know Mike Rinder and I didn't know any of the stuff. So I felt like I was really in the crosshairs of that. I was like, Aaron, like, I was trying to talk to him and he was like, hold on. This is fucked up. And he was like flipping out. He was calling so many people and he was like, are you hearing this fucking shit? Like, he was just going nuts. And he was trying to do damage control. He was like, what are we going to do? What should I say? Should I put out a statement? Should I do, like, it was crazy. And, you know, I just have to say, like, the fact that he was in Marilyn's chat today, saying that like people are Republicans and Tommy's a Republican. I have heard personally Aaron use the N-word. I have heard Aaron use all kinds of attacks against gay people. Like I've heard Aaron is a Republican, and I don't care who the fuck is a Republican. I was married to a Republican. I don't care who you vote for. It doesn't make any difference to me. I don't get into politics. So it's just the sheer like just hypocrisy and the contradicting himself. It's like, dude, you can't talk like that and then expect people to not say anything, right? You're calling people out for the very things. He's saying Nora sexualized him with a sentence. She said, "What about the real sexualization of my son?" You got crickets there. You're not saying anything about that, right? You support a woman and her Nazi friends who literally I had to call the FBI on for putting out pornography on my kid. They AI'd and
Mm-hmm.
photoshopped my son's shorts coming off. Crickets. Aaron's got nothing to say about that. So it's just, I'm tired of the hypocrisy. It's starting to come to light. I think that's a good thing.
Oh,
He,
yeah. I mean,
he
the sentence that I said, I never had a thought about him when I was 20, like making a point, because the sexualization and um, child marriage is highly encouraged in Scientology, as you and I both know.
yeah, it is. But I wish this honestly would all stop because he's only digging a deeper hole for himself. This is in real time. We are watching this person sink. This is no doubt in my mind. He is sinking and he's trying to take as many people with him while he drops. And that's what's happening. And so now we're going for Tommy. I get Marilyn going for Tommy. You've had her attack him for years now, but he's actually showing it. And that was a bad move. I think that was bad on his part. We all got to see it. It showed us everything we needed to see there, and it pieced things together for me. Where he put it, guys, he promoted it on his channel today and was like, "I hope you'll go watch this. He's a convict. You knew this. This is why you platformed him in the first place. So now you're pulling the rug on that. That doesn't make any sense, right? So he is self sabotaging Alana and Jen Finberg. He's absolutely imploding. And I think he hates Nora and Lindsay and I standing together as well.
That part. He can't stand that we are a united front. That we're all friends, that Liz Gale and I are friends, that all these women that he has spit out and tried to, demolish in his wake are just like, okay, guess what? We're still here and we're actually succeeding. We're doing good. Like our channels are doing well, not because we're sitting here shitting on people, because we're funny, we're kind, people like what we have to say, and they're entertained by what we do. We are entertaining the crowd.
And I don't need Aaron to do content. I don't need Marilyn to do content, right? Like I don't need these guys. They need me more than I need them. I have something I want to say. Let me read this real quick.
Yeah.
The way I learn what is going on in the dark side is through you ladies. It's clear that Aaron's development stopped at about 12 with good reason. Yeah, he absolutely will not look inward. And that's that's thank you for your super chat and saying that, baby steps. That is his problem. And I hope that he help and figures that out one day. There's time. He's in his 40s. Maybe it will happen. But the other thing I think that is a big problem that I've noticed too is all of a sudden, Liz Gale, Liz Ferris, Laura FM, Dylan, those people are coming around into my chat and saying hello again. And I think that's also causing him to be into a fit of rage because it shows that there was never an issue with us. Like I never had an issue with those people. They didn't have an issue with me. We're kind of pinned against each other there for a minute. But the only one here is Aaron that's causing the drama. And also, this all stirred back up again. If you recall, when I did a stream with Tori, he flipped out on Tori.
Oh man,
he flipped out, guys. He lost his shit. He reached out to Tori while I was live with her on that stream and said, I see you're talking to the enemy. That's
Who
what he
does
said.
that? Who does, like, Tori? First of all, Tori has been protesting Scientology for 30 plus years. That is 15 years longer than Aaron's been alive. Okay. Like, she has been protesting more than his whole life, certainly his entire adult life. Okay. And
Thank you, baby
she
step.
has lived through so much shit from Scientology, from all the operations that they have thrown at her for the last 30 years. And she and I don't agree on everything. We have conversations though to sort that out, right? Because we're adults, okay? But the fact that he would text her midstream to try and get her, what is she going to do at that point? Like, let's say Tori was worried about what Aaron was going to do. What was she supposed to do at that moment? Just fucking end the stream and then come back on and be like, oh my God, I can't believe I was on with Reese, right? Like, he clearly knows nothing about her. She didn't know you. She wanted to get to know you, totally unfiltered, unfettered, unrehearsed, unscripted, without anybody else's input, right? So she did that. And her takeaway from that interaction was she likes you. She thinks you're a good person and you have an important story to tell about what happened to you as a kid and a young adult inside of Scientology, right? And then he wouldn't stop there. He went after her and was like on his during a live was like basically she needed to choose sides. And so then Tori was like, okay, you pushed me too far.
Yep.
And she said, I don't choose you publicly. And that's that. He doesn't talk about Tori. She's not welcome on his show and she doesn't give a fuck. Doesn't change anything about what she's doing. It doesn't change her protests. It doesn't change anything, right? Conversely, remember around that same time, he made a very emphatic statement and he was pissed and he was like, no one will come between me and Mark Bunker, right? Because I had promoted to my chat to go support Mark. Right?
He also threatened my mods. He said, like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
coming for every one of you. Like, he said some scary stuff to my mods. Real quick, Copper, this is Tom Ford 5641B. I know you've been wanting to know. There you go.
Those are gorgeous.
Oh, thanks. Copper's been wanting to know what frame that is. Um, so I backed out. You know, I didn't really want to. I'd never even met Mark Bunker till the other night when we went on Tori's birthday stream. I've never met that guy in my life.
He's a sweetheart. Yeah. He's done, and he's another one that has been protesting longer than any of us were in, even participating actively in Scientology.
Yeah.
He's documented more of their crimes and more of their activities all over the country than anybody else.
And I'm not trying to come between Mark Bunker and Aaron. Like Aaron just lost his shit when I streamed with Tori so much that I felt like Tori, I just pulled away from her. I said, I don't want to stream with, like, I don't want to talk to you because I'm not going to get in the middle of this. And whatever he's like, so here's the thing. Tori came into my streams, kind of like Dylan, kind of like a few other ex-Scientologists, and was like, hey, we should talk sometime. We had been saying that for months. Then I get an email from Tori's mod who was like, hey, we're going to do these Monday night streams with different people. Would you like to come on? We scheduled the stream. The second we went live, apparently he was abusing Tori, like constantly texting her going, why are you working with Reese? What are you doing with Reese? And I was like, that's insane. That's too much. And then you saw it on his stream. He went nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Reese is trying, we have to help Tori. Reese is all over Tori and manipulating Tori. And I was like, this is nuts. So I just told Tori, hey, it was really great meeting you. I got so much out of this and I respect the shit out of you, but I am not going to be in the middle of whatever he's trying to
well, can you imagine, can you guys imagine, just for the chat, okay, can you imagine being at work?
Nora.
I see Tommy.
No, you might be wondering why there's 410 people.
Why?
Nora, no one's thinking that. Stay on topic. I felt so bad for her boredom. She was like, Literally, no one gives a shit.
No one cares. Can you just talk about what we're talking
She
about?
hates him. She hates him. Okay, sorry, I cut you off.
No, you're fine. That's good. Thank you, Tommy, for the humor. Um, what was I saying? Shit.
I don't
Goddamn menopause.
Sorry, it was Tommy's fault. Blame
No,
Tommy.
it's fine. No, it's fine. But yeah. Oh, this is what I was asking.
Yeah.
I was asking chat. So can you guys imagine? Okay, let's say you have a work frenemy. Okay, you have somebody you just despise at work. You cannot stand them, but you have a work bestie. Okay, that's not really your bestie. It's just someone who has a senior position. They've been with the company for 300 years, and you need their validation to continue your rise in the company. Okay, and one day that elder statesperson, okay, goes to lunch with your frenemy. Okay.
Boy.
And now, can you imagine getting on Slack, okay, and just slacking everybody like, oh my God, and trying to cause that kind of a fucking, and slacking this person who's senior to you, senior to everybody, okay, and like telling that person, how dare you go to lunch with Reese? That was supposed to be my lunch.
End scene.
Yeah. Like, can you imagine? You would be fired. You would be so, here's the door. You're out.
Yes. 100%. Yes. And so that's what happened. And, I got to say, sorry, this is not good, Nora. I'm just trying to, I feel like I look like a boy named Bjorn.
What are you talking about? It's more Bjork than Bjorn. So you're good.
But it's boy. I feel like a boy named Bjorn. Nora, Liz Tricks, thank you for saying this. And I love strong women coming together. And thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Everybody. Hey, Nora.
Yes.
Well, now you made me forget. Damn it. I'm about to ovulate, I think. It's not menopause for me yet. It's perimenopause. Damn it.
And that's just as bad, y'all.
Thank you, Knit Pearl.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yes, that's so nice. Well, hell's bells, girl. Oh, I know.
Yes.
And then I was so nervous. I was like, Tori, I don't want to get involved in this. I don't even know Mark Bunker. And then he started attacking our mods. And I was like, fuck this. I'm not doing this. I'm not going to get involved in this and let the mods sink for it. So
no, that's bullshit.
I was so impressed by Tori. She went live and was like, I am getting left and right people telling me not to work with Reese. And that was his people sending, right?
Yep.
And also him. He made it very clear. And I loved that because she saved the day by going, there's no agenda here with Reese. Like, we're just friends. And I really appreciated her doing that. I was still gun shy to talk to her because I thought he's going to keep this shit up. And the people who really follow him really believe and hang on to every word he says. And I just thought it's not worth it. I'm so glad I met Tori in person when I went in LA, but I don't want to make it look like whatever he's trying to make it look, if that makes sense. I don't mind standing alone. The cheese stands alone.
The cheese stands alone. Hi-ho, the dairy-o. The cheese stands alone.
God, that's my favorite song. I love that song. I love when Nora does that song. I don't mind it. I don't mind going it alone. And so
I've told you and Lindsay many times that when bullshit has come up many months ago, I was like, ladies, I got it. I've already been done doing this.
Yep.
Don't worry about it. Keep growing, keep expanding. Because what he wants is he wants us to talk about him nonstop because he is obsessed. He is egomaniacal, right? It's like the same thing with L. Ron Hubbard. Like, you couldn't read a document without his name on it. You couldn't go into a classroom without his picture in multiple places. It's a shrine to this man's ego, all of Scientology, right? What is that?
Copper, I paid $100 on eBay, I think, maybe less. So check eBay.
Glasses are expensive, y'all.
They are, but I would never pay that. I also work in eye care, so I got a lot of free frames. That, and also, don't they even like bad attention, good or bad
Oh,
attention?
of course.
Yeah,
Remember that Elron wrote, the louder the SP howls, the more you're winning. Right. So it not only is it like all press is good press kind of a like phenomenon, but it is a celebration when SPs are howling. That's a statistic that means that they're hashtag winning. So like every time we expose something about them, they twist that into a statistic of they're winning because we're saying stuff,
right.
which is so twisted and crazy. But it's the same way Aaron operates. It's if we're saying truth about him and we're getting clicks, right? We're getting views, we're getting engagement, whatever, then that is his, because the only reason we have it is because of him. And it's like, no, we have it because people don't like you. They see who you are,
Yeah,
and we are survivors of you. And
yeah,
we're saying, don't let this person hurt you.
yes.
That's it.
Kind of like they're doing about Tommy, except Tommy doesn't talk to anyone and he lives in Ecuador.
Right. This is my other point. Like, he's literally removed himself from the equation. At what point? What is the goal? I mean, Aaron states the goal with me very clearly. He wants me dead. He
Yeah,
wants me
yeah.
to die.
We love you,
Literally,
Georgia.
thank you, Georgia. That's so nice.
Yes.
But like he won't come out and say that about Tommy, right? He won't just be like, I hope he dies, or to you or anybody else. To me, that's totally okay, because he tries to use what I say to hurt me. Like, I'm very open about my health and everything else, probably too open, who knows. And so he tries to take my real life health situations that I'm trying to help other people as I'm navigating them into, I hope she dies.
And but he does show how he feels about Tommy, me, Lindsay, and you when he's real tough guy in Marilyn's chat today.
Oh,
That
sure, yeah.
I was also
Big
blown
man.
away by is like the real Aaron showed himself today in her chat. He doesn't talk like that on his streams
Oh,
anymore,
no.
guys, unless it's behind a paywall, like you said. He really showed his face in her chat because he's such a tough guy. He's so bold, right? When he's got a wrench in somebody else's chat.
I
But
mean, if you guys want a demonstration, because I know we say a lot of stuff and people are like, wow, you guys are really, some of the opinions out there, especially on Reddit and whatever else, they're like, oh, you guys are just obsessed and all this stuff. I screenshotted pretty much all the things that he said that I saw during that chat and a couple of Maryland's. But if you want to see the difference between exactly what Reese is saying, go. You can turn the sound off or whatever. Watch Maryland's stream. Watch the chat replay. Just watch the chat replay. Put it on like 2x or whatever. See the things that he said, and I can pull up a couple of them here.
yeah, can you read some of them to us?
Can someone check on Nora?
Nora,
That was a good one.
Nora, is there any way you can read them in the Shakespearean?
Well, what kind of a voice would Aaron have if I'm doing like,
I love your Shakespeare notes.
you want me to do the Shakespearean? Shame on Nora for apologizing to someone who sexually assaulted a child. See, that's not true. That's also defamation. Nora talked about how her father brutally abused her as a child with Scientology training drills. It was really sad. Right? He was really obsessed with me today. Is this the week that Nora joins her father in hell? Like, okay. And then after you finish reading all this treasure trove of absolute
lesbian.
fucking the thespian lesbian. Thank you. That's the new name of my channel. I'm going to change it today. I'm literally changing it. Thank you. If that is the greatest idea that I've ever heard, I'm changing it. I'm not joking, guys. I'm not joking. And now the thespian lesbian. Is that available? I'm serious. Where's my thing? I'm gonna change it while we're live. Okay, so but let me finish this thought before I ADHD. Then go watch his live that he did immediately after Maryland's stream with the clickbait title, "We have to talk about this." and watch him just be like, as if nothing had happened. Yes, I am as coming out as a closet thespian. Acting. Thank you.
Oh, it's our favorite. It's our favorite.
I'm telling you right now, if you go look, just watch 2 minutes of that stream.
Yeah.
He is dead in the face. He has hollow eyes. I said this to because you guys were texting. We're all texting, and I'm driving my kid, and so like Siri is reading the text to me and stuff. And so my kid says to me, was Aaron in your stream this morning? I was like, oh no. He is too chicken shit. And so I explained the scenario. And I said to my kid, I was like, Aaron is a literal demon. And my teen is like, yeah, agreed. Like, just explaining to them the scenario, not even repeating the things that he said, just giving a general idea. Yeah.
Sounds like Aaron had quite the mantrum.
Yes, he did. A teeny tiny mantrum. A teeny tiny.
Oh, it was crazy.
mantrum.
It's crazy. I actually feel kind of sorry for his immediate circle because I'm like
oh man.
Yeah. The residual the after show is a real party, I bet, with those people. Like the people that he just beats on, I'm sure. And Marilyn's excited to take it. I'm sure she loves it, right? When he gets all fired up in her chat. And that's the thing about Aaron, guys, is it's the coward. It's the weak stuff for me. It's like, you won't do that on your own channel. Did he say you're joining your dad in hell? That's
yeah. Will this be the week that Nora joins her father in hell? Joins her dad, father in hell.
That's a really terrible. He said that in her chat.
Yeah.
So that's the real Aaron. I mean, honestly, I'm sorry, but that's the real Aaron right there. Isn't he setting a fabulous example for his daughters? Yeah. Well, you saw what he was doing on Father's Day. He was out screaming at a Dianetics guy that was in a booth trying to sell books, screaming at him, laughing at him. He's nothing if not classy and respectful to women and humble. Babe, you forgot humble. Humble. Yeah.
Guys, my official name on YouTube now is the Thespian Lesbian. You're welcome.
Are you serious?
Thank you. I'm serious.
You did it?
Dead ass serious. I have to now come up with a new picture. I literally, thank you. That is the greatest idea I ever heard. I did it. It is now the Thespian Lesbian. I'm going to come up with a whole new intro. It's going to be fabulous.
That's insane that you just did that. That is so cool.
It's amazing. I love it. It is literally the greatest name I've ever heard of for my channel. I love it. I'm excited. I can just make all new stuff. Thespian Lesbian is here.
I told you, Nora, I'm a little bit upset. Yadira, good job titling that. Nora, if we ever I think we should have a separate channel with you, me, and Lindsay and call it 3 SPs in a podcast.
Let's do it.
SPs in a podcast? That's so cute.
That's hilarious.
That's incredible. She did it. She changed her damn channel name. That is cool. That is pretty damn cool. And we do love it when you read in the
Yeah, I'm good. Listen, guys, I'm excited. If there's a good idea, I'm going to do it. My original, and the reason why I went the whole Raging Buddha thing, people are like, I don't get it. My original blog that I wrote on was to be gay or not to be gay. No, she is gay.
I'll be happy to be the shot caller. I'm sorry, the manager of you three ladies. Remember how they said that Tommy runs us? That was the craziest shit I've ever. Nora, Lindsay, and myself are 3 of the most fucking crazy. Like nobody could put a cap on this. And I love how they're like, they report to Tommy. I can see the logo now. Excuse me while I go draw. Yes.
Yeah, please send me ideas, guys. Please send me ideas. I love it. Email me.
She's incredible. Thank you, Helena. Yeah, that's terrible. Was there any other like standout while we're on that subject? Were there any other standout notes from Aaron today? Any comments from him that were like,
Oh, let's see here. Well, yeah, the father in hell one is great.
that's
I've actually, oh, then he started saying that he had reported me to the FBI. The authorities in her county should see her apologizing to a rapist. And then he tried to change it up because I was like, oh, okay, now you're trying to get people to report me, because the one right after that was, I've sent this video to the FBI to show Nora defending a rapist. And then he was like, when I said, oh, okay, I'm glad you're putting all this defamation in the stream. And then now he's like, it's jokes. I've escalated it to the office of the director of national security, LOL. And then right after that, it was, I've actually sent it direct to the White House chief of staff for expedited attention of the president. Right. So this is what he does, though. He says things that incite action. It's a call to action of other people. And then when he realizes, uh-oh, hot dog, I fucked that up, instead of deleting his comment, he's like, oh, it's jokes, guys. It's jokes. It's jokes. Uh-huh.
But he doesn't, guys, pay attention. He doesn't talk like that on his own channel.
Thank you, Nancy.
Thank you, Nancy. He riles people up.
Yeah.
Right? He directs everyone. Danger Zone, thank you. I got this from Donna's Dress Shop in Kansas City. You can look up her website. He riles people up and goes, go over to Marilyn's channel and watch this today.
Yeah.
And then what? He shows up in the comments. And what was sad to me is I think they got like 180 people in there. You know, Aaron has to be losing his shit that he mentioned it on a stream with Jenna the other day. He was like, there's only 350 people in the chat. And she was like, who cares about the number? She was like, just pay attention to what we're doing. He is obsessed with the numbers. I mean, Lindsay can tell you that. I've seen that times. When I've been with Aaron, he's constantly looking at his analytics. I can't tell you how many times I've gone, Aaron, and he's like looking, he's scanning his analytics. He's on Played. He's always looking at that. This has to be driving him nuts. You know, he thought he was going to take his big channel over to Maryland's today, and they didn't even get 200 people. I don't think.
Listen, it's 4 hours since that video dropped. 997 views.
That doesn't even have 1,000 views yet.
Nope. 4 hours, guys. 4 hours, not even 1,000 views. Meanwhile,
has Tommy been arrested yet? Thank you, Happy Days.
Right. Meanwhile, the live I did that was last minute, that I literally was like, not today, Satan, has 1,500. And there's more in the back end that haven't like come out because it's still technically processing.
And there's 446 people in here now. Please hit subscribe while you're in here. And I don't disagree with this. I thought of this today. I think it would be cool. Tay Babe, are you texting this from jail? Are you in prison yet in Ecuador? When is this panel going to happen? Reese, Nora, Lindsay, Liz, Laura, Dylan. I think it would be great at some point.
I think we should.
To have all of us talk and just have like a healing, just open up and have a talk, because to be honest, he's the only one that has stirred all this shit up.
Yeah.
Right? He's hurt a lot of people and he takes no accountability for that. I mean, I can't even think about he's traumatized Lindsay, right? Like I know a lot of you don't, but like, I often feel bad for Jenna because I think, oh my God, like that stream the other night when she was like, literally no one cares about the number in here. And he was like, everyone cares. And
I thought that was bad. I was worried.
I was too. I was like, oh my God, I hope she's safe. Like I was worried about that after the stream. He has a horrific temper. And I was worried about her. Now, I do think Jenna can probably hold her own. She seems like a bit of a tough, I feel like she probably is like, fuck you back to him. But it seems very like it's cracking and breaking. He's very abusive. Danger Zone. He's very abusive, guys. And again, this is not me like trying to just be this is connecting dots. He's been doing this shit since I quit his board, and today he made it very obvious that he was a big part of it. Alana says, even better, you guys should have a game night without him in honor of healing. I think those are all great ideas. And thank you, Alana. Um, yeah, he's a rager for sure. You can see it when he did
Oh, yeah.
the short just killed me that you made because he was like, she said literally no one's thinking that. And he was like, yes, they are. I was like, whoa, like the manic, like
Hmm.
it's really, really, really scary and loud, and his face gets all red, and I see it from miles away. It freaks me out. Um,
Yeah, that one is still down. It's not, it's scheduled to be back up, I think, in the next couple days.
it is hilarious.
It is hilarious. It was removed for a bullshit copyright strike, which will be done because my appeal got approved. Okay. And that'll be back up in the next couple days because it got removed. Yeah. It's just business days. So I have to wait on that.
And this is what I mean. And this is where it's like a true disservice. Those of us who have dealt with abusive people, that's where I have a problem with this Maryland stuff. It's like, these, saying like there's other victims out there and they're afraid to speak out.
Hmm.
You're really doing a disservice to actual people who have suffered abuse. And I feel
Yeah.
like at this point, you're just laughing at and making fun of abuse. Like, you're not doing anything about it. And didn't she say this wasn't for monetization purposes? And yet she was getting tons of super chats in there.
Memberships. Yeah. No, she
Yeah.
made a point in her disclaimer at the beginning that it was not for commercial benefit. Commercial benefit, as defined in regards to copyright, is making money. So, Marilyn, are you going to give all that back? You're going to turn, she did not, she turned on the monetization, guys. She turned on the monetization. You
Oh
have
my
the ability
God.
as a creator to
Right.
turn it off every stream. And you can specifically turn off your super chats and everything else.
So she monetized. So you're
Yeah.
right, guys. You can, before I go live, I always monetize my streams.
Yeah.
So you have to go turn it on though. It doesn't monetize itself. You got to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And she did that as a premiere because she's something that George made. I did not think of that. That wasn't like what we're doing now.
No.
She put out a premiere and she monetized it.
Now, after taking the time to make a card to put at the beginning to say it's not for commercial gain, what the fuck, Marilyn? Is all that money going to your charity or to the SPTV Foundation? Are you making a donation in the amount you bring in? Give me a break. Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
They're always saying you're just here to make money. First of all, guys, let's be abundantly clear. This is a job. It's 2026. Do you know that most school children right now, they have three major aspirations, okay? Like astronaut, uh, doctor, and content creator. It is a legit job that people spend time, money doing this, okay? To set up my whole studio, paint it, lights, all that stuff. That comes out of my pocket. And then the pennies I get back, bring me things like these two shorts that got dinged. One of them, because it was 3,500 views, is probably 50 cents. 50 cents of revenue. But the watch time and the views are more important for the overall statistics of my channel, right? The big one, the 5,500 one, right, was probably $2. So he took 250 out of my pocket here until it comes back for this month.
Right.
But it's not even the money part, right? It's not even the money part. It's really like, why are you so scared of people telling the truth about you? Why are you so scared? And the difference between Aaron and Scientology, even though he behaves like Scientology, is when Scientology says, I'm going to fucking sue you, you should be scared. Because they have big time lawyers on retainer who all fucking will literally sue the shit out of you for
Yeah.
every dime and make you like take years to settle it. You're fucked. Okay. Unless you can manage to hire a lawyer on contingency that will like help you and then, whatever. Okay. Aaron doesn't do any of that stuff. He's currently being sued in one of the most laughable suits that has ever happened, literally with a portion that this man is suing another man for saying something about the size of his penis.
That
And
would
Aaron he admitted he hadn't even read it until 2 days ago, Reese. He didn't even take it seriously. He just thought, oh, it'll go away. No. I guess thank God that he responded, because I was really like, wow, bro, because Scott's asking for $300,000.
that's a lot of fucking money.
That's a lot of fucking money. I don't got no $300,000.
I mean, I make that a month, but yeah, that's a lot.
I wish. Do I need to show my boobs or something, guys? Like, how do I get that kind of money?
What do we need to do to show Pony
What do
this? What do we need to
Yeah.
do? Do
What
you
do I
want a
gotta
song?
do?
Um,
I've got boobies for days.
you've got tits for the whole block.
I do. They enter the room before I do.
They're unbelievably bodacious Bahama mamas. That's insane. Huge, massive.
Me and Dolly, man. I could have a boob off with Dolly, and mine are mine. I didn't even buy them.
Are you gonna come here? Speaking of,
well, I gotta figure out dinero for that. If guys, grift alert! If you want me to go to Tennessee, I need some help to get to Tennessee. I don't even know how much it costs. Let me look it up. I don't even know how much a flight is to Tennessee. But I'm not going to go in the summer. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Summertime is too hot for me. I'm hot just thinking about it.
I thought you said he's asking for 300 grand because a man said that he had a small penis.
Yeah. Yes, that's one of Tommy. It's a 90-page civil defamation slander lawsuit, and I think point 175 is about his penis. I'm not joking. I'll send you. Reese has it. She can text it to you. The document. That's part of the complaint.
The email we got.
No, the one I sent you, the one I texted to you, the PDF. That's the whole case.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just send that to him.
Okay. And we don't have to meet in Tennessee. We can do a meetup somewhere else. Like if you want to meet in Clearwater on a Friday night.
You know what I think we should? That would be the ultimate. And we can walk around the base and he can't.
I think we should just show up. I don't think we should announce it. I think we should just show up and go, and we're live because there's more than one sheriff in this town. Yeah.
That would be amazing because Lindsay could come to that. She's local.
I know. I thought
the three of us could be there. Yeah.
I thought it would be so fun to just show up on a Friday night and be like, can I get a slice of this? Is this pepperoni?
Yeah. Do you guys have any more donuts? I'm fat. I need some donuts, please.
I need my own box. I'll contact Abigail first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Molly.
Oh, yeah. We could totally. I would love to do that. That would be hilarious.
I think we should just show up. I've been wanting to do that. Like just show up on a Friday. Do it, lady.
Do it, lady.
I would like to show up on a Friday and just go, hey, is this seat taken? Love you, Helena. And go.
Just show up like Jason Momoa meme where he just flips out the lawn chair and just sits down.
We should. I don't even want to walk around the base. I want to sit next to Aaron and be like.
Even better, we should get like motor scooters. We should just scoot around them, just scoot up and down the street.
Just chase him around. I think it'd be so fun to be like, hey, a sport. Hey, champ.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, little man.
Lindsay, if we come to Clearwater, are you coming to protest with us? Are you going to come out? We can all do it. It would be hilarious. Oh, no, we won't give anybody any notice. Arrive in a limousine. That would be even better. We're just standing in the fucking sunroof.
Let's hire a limo and have the driver like open the door and roll out a red carpet. Oh my God. I'll have like a feathered headdress on and like
love it.
Yes. Yes. Do it, lady.
Do it, lady. Yes.
That was my idea, but I didn't want to tell anybody because I was like, if I do it, I'm not going to tell anyone. I'm just going to show up and I'm going to be like, we're on the scene this evening.
Yes, we're going to come out with microphones. We're going to interview the protesters. We're going to interview. This is the Thespian Lesbian live in Clearwater.
Yes. And this is the most relatable that you'll see on any Friday night eating shared pizza. Yeah, we're allowed on Scientology property.
Yes, we are.
Lindsay, I might go in and do a course. Are you kidding? But I was thinking we don't have to do that. We could just stay near our pals.
Well, Cheryl and Eric will be down, and I'm Eric. Will be down at the at the actual building. I swear to God, I hope they put back out the cardboard cutout that Scientology made of Aaron in jail, because I want to get a selfie with that. So if Os is listening, if you do see me appear, please put that out forthwith, just so I would like a selfie with that one.
That would be fun too, to do it. Just a group photo.
I think I would just go down to where Cheryl and Eric are and just interview the cardboard cutout of Aaron. It would be even better. And then they would have to like move it. It would be like a whole thing just to see Cheryl and Eric lose their shit while I'm talking to a cardboard cutout of Aaron.
I think it would be so much fun to just show up and be such assholes. And be like, Benny and the Jets, and like roll up in a fucking limo and be like, oh, hey, you guys. Hey, you three, I forgot about you. Move over. There's pizza for everybody.
Dress up in camel suits? Why camel suits?
What?
Oh, for Eric.
Oh, I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm so sorry. It sounds like so much fun.
Hi, baby girl.
Wouldn't that be fun?
I'm laughing too loud. The dogs are like, what's happening in there? She's in distress. It's loud.
The traveling studio. I'm so wanting that to happen. Please, please, please. I think my life would be complete. Yeah, I know.
Thank you, Joanne.
Joanne, thank you for the giant super chat. But I'm not kidding, guys. I've had this thought in my head swirling around for like a month. But I was like, I can't talk about it because I don't want to announce it. But the thing is, we can talk about it. We just would never say when. It could be next week. Could be in six months. You don't know.
You never know. Tune in.
It'd be so fun to show up on a Friday night and just be like, hey, you, I remember, and ask for his autograph.
Just be like, are you Aaron Smith-Levin from the channel?
Can we get a picture? Can we get a selfie? Can we get a selfie?
Are you Aaron Smith-Levin? Are you the guy? Are you Aaron Smith-Levin?
Are you Aaron Smith-Levin? No.
You're so tall.
Oh, you're so tall. Remember when I was like, you look like a laundry bag full of meat, but in a good way.
Yeah.
But you pull it off. When I met him, I was like, you're way smaller than I thought you'd be. I thought he was little. He was short.
He's not going to try any shit though, guys. You know why? Because he's protesting directly across from a courthouse.
Also, I would love it if he did some shit. I would love that.
What are you going to do? I'm not one of these people that's coming to Florida for vacay and stay for the jail assignment. That would be you. You're on probation.
Also, just, I mean, I'm just saying this, like, if I were to go, like, I thought about, like, if I ran into any of my haters, I would absolutely take getting punched in the face or something, like, for them to be hauled off in cuffs. Like, if someone flipped out, I would be like, okay, it's worth it. It's worth it. Just do it. Just do it. Because I would be okay with that. Like, you want to act all fucking like a fool in front of people. And I could see one of them doing that. One of our haters just going nuts. Wouldn't that be fun to have like
my God,
tussle? I'd love to roll around with Marilyn. Like a
Did you see what Krusty said? Arrive in mobility scooters with wigs on and pretend to be old ladies.
I want the tennis ball pushy thing. I want
the little walker, the tennis ball walker.
And go up to him and be like, are you Aaron? I stopped watching Aaron, all Scientology content after Lindsay's story came out. Yeah. Yeah, I feel sorry for his wife too. Hey, you forgot your wife.
Yeah. What about her?
This chat is only interactive for a few people. Who says that? I don't know what that means. I don't think that's true at all. This is a great chat. Everybody loves this chat.
Everybody say something to Mama Brooke.
Everybody wants to be here.
No, you guys, everybody should be able to talk to everybody.
Yeah. They do. This is the most welcoming chat. I'm sorry that you felt that way. That's sad. Reese, no, Marilyn bites. Ooh. I'd have to get a rabies shot.
Oh, Marilyn probably won't be there. because she's not really part of the inner circle, guys. Did you see Erin's face when she and her husband showed up? Oh,
Now that would be amazing. If she and her husband went
oh,
back to Clearwater and we showed up too,
chef's kiss.
please
I
make that.
dare her to say one thing she's said online to my face.
No, not her. You know what I would love?
George Massey.
Yeah, I want that crazy little chihuahua to come after me and be
Do
like,
it.
let me at her. And like, I would totally.
This woman is nuts. Look at her face. She's disgusting. That woman was the aggressor.
I would swing him around by his eyelids. I'd be like, come get some. I would love George Massey I would love for him to have a go at me. How can we make this happen? Are they going to Clearwater?
Yes, Clearwater. With the thespian lesbian being Clearwater.
George, will you be going to
George.
Clearwater? Sorry, Mama Brooke. That sucks that your question didn't get answered. I missed it because the chat's flying.
Oh, can you ask us again? We'll answer it. We're just goofing. Tommy's coming to. Hot dog.
Now that would be a real party. That would.
Can you imagine though? Can you imagine? Aaron would just pretend like everything is normal. Oh, and then he would try to say some nasty shit.
No,
I love it.
You know what he wouldn't do? If Tommy were there, Aaron wouldn't show up. Do you remember when Tommy showed up in Clearwater and suddenly Aaron was sick? Remember that?
Oh, no, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, hey, Tommy's here. And he was like, a sore throat. He was gone. Went home.
Yeah.
Babe.
No men allowed.
That would be fun. That would be a lot of fun for Scoville to show up. That would be spicy. Yeah.
Bring your brother too. Let's get the whole Scoville clan out here.
Yeah. Maybe your brother, he could come sign some spoons and some hot peppers.
There we go.
Okay. Mama Brooke, I'm so sorry that happened to you, babe. Who is diarrhea that he blamed on his new weight loss drug? Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Party bus full of people dressed as Lord Zeno. Let's make it a clown car situation. Time to grift. I just bought the heart necklace. Oh my God, you did? That's crazy. I love this thing. You're going to be shocked at the quality. I thought it was like shitty and cheap. It's not. It's like heavy and really substantial. Thank you.
What are the stones made out of?
Only the Lord knows that, but I like it a lot. Yeah, Mama Brooke, it's definitely not personal. We really enjoy having you here. Please don't feel that way. This is a really nice community. And to be honest, Mama Brooke, the reason I don't go live when Nora's live is because most of our people are the same people. Very few. There's a few people who hate me in Nora's stream, but I think most of my people love Nora. So we really have a close connection. So please don't feel that way because I want you to feel warm and welcome here. Carol Stewart, it's nice to see you, babe. Yeah, this would be fun, Nora. This would be a lot of fun. I would rather do that. I would rather show up.
Yeah. And I just want to say it flew past, but I'm looking at my mod chat. Rox just put a message in here. One of my other mods, Stacy's daughter, is kind of had a serious situation this morning. And if we could just all good vibes, prayers, whatever you guys can do.
Oh no, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, for her daughter. That would be amazing.
That's Stacy's daughter? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stacy Toms, yeah.
Big time. Oh, Stacy Toms?
Yeah.
Oh shit. I'll have to text her. Okay.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. Okay. But that's we're in the middle of goofing around and stuff, but this is life, guys. There's fun, there's controversy, there's shit, and real life that's happening that, affects everybody. So yeah. I know he only lasted a week or two on Ozempic. He just wanted to lose 10 pounds, guys. That was before the Hawaii trip. He wanted to have 10 pounds gone so he could have a beach bod for Hawaii.
Oh, and I think that trip was really successful. They all came back fighting, and Natalie quit. Two
yeah.
Do you remember that?
Oh, they got back from that trip. Was Jenna there for the time that Mike's thing came out? Was that the time that they were
They
fighting and
were on
Liz
a
Gale
break.
was there too? Or they
Yes,
were on a
they were
break?
fighting, and they were trying to be on a break, and that was a shit show too. While I was at, that was just a bad time. It was like the worst time for me to be around Aaron. He was
Yeah.
fighting really hardcore with Jenna. He was trying to get Natalie to wrangle Jenna to see how she's a terrible person.
Right.
And Mike Rinder put out his shit. It was bad. It was really bad. Sweet Potato Princess, that's the cutest name I've ever seen. I just joined the Reese membership. I'm also a member of Raging Buddha Thespian Lesbian. Here's some money for your Walker with your tennis ball fund. Wow, thank
There
you.
we
And
go. There we go.
I've not seen you before. I love you already. Thank you. Hey,
Thank you, Haggis. Yeah.
traveling bee. Um, no, that was a shit show of a trip, though. I will tell you, it was. He was up on the phone all night. Every time I was there, he was like up till 5 in the morning, and he would get up at like 3 in the afternoon. And I was like, "What are we doing?" He was just really overwhelmed with the Mike Rinder things
Oh,
and
sure.
the fact that he and Jenna were on a break, and it was just it was that was a whirlwind, man. I really kind of wish I hadn't have. I was thinking that the whole that was the trip though that he said to me in the kitchen. He was like, "Sterling's fucking dead to me." And
Thank you, Mama Brooke. Yeah.
I
He
said,
said Sterling's dead to him and during that same trip.
"Yes." And I said, "Why? I love Sterling." And he said, "Because he quit my board. He's fucking dead to me." And I went like that in his kitchen. I was like, and he went, "Well, you don't have anything to worry about. You're not quitting my board." And I was like, "Oh shit." I felt very trapped in that moment. I was like, "Oh shit." And that was the same trip. He was taking me to the airport. I was leaving. And Aaron, I got to be honest, Aaron was really nice to me during that trip. He took me to the airport. He took me all the way to my like security. I was like, "You don't have to go in with me." And he did. He was really nice to me, but he was going 100 miles an hour. I think he was super overwhelmed with that. He was talking on the phone, checking numbers all the time because he thought, I think Mike put a dent in his channel over that.
Oh, sure.
He was constantly checking the numbers after each video Mike was putting out. And he was super hateful about that with Mike. But on the way to the airport, I said, "I feel like Marilyn is going to do something." I said, "I don't trust her." And he's like, "Oh, you never have to worry about her." He said, "She'll never say anything about you." And I said, "How can you be so sure about that?" He said, "Because she doesn't put out anything without my say." And he said, "And he goes, she'll never attack anybody on my board." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I quit the board, and Natalie said, "Don't do it." And then within 2 days,
Yep.
Marilyn was all over me and never stopped. Thank you, Beachcomber. That's so nice of you. And George Massey came out of nowhere. I don't even know him, never met him. And yet again,
No.
it's another one that just comes right for me. So it's like,
Yeah.
guys, the more time that passes and the more I can piece things together, the more it makes sense. Aaron's been coming for me. He's so mad that I quit that board and they trashed me.
Livid.
And that I just kept going. I think the biggest thing is he's angry that I wasn't like broken and quit. I think maybe he thought I couldn't do it without him. Do you think that?
Oh, no, he absolutely thought. I mean, I just rewinding the clock in my own memory. Reese and I had never talked, guys, never had a conversation. We're only on one stream together. And it was very awkward and weird the whole time because Aaron was basically bad mouthing me the whole time to Reese, where I would get asked a question and I'm very enthusiastic with my talking and I talk a lot. And he was like, see how she just dominates the whole thing and she won't shut the fuck up and all this stuff. And then after that, I wanted to be friends with Reese and Sterling and do fun game stuff with you guys because I thought your shit was funny. And it kept getting said like, one of you guys would be like, "Yeah, that would be fun." And then I would try to reach out, no response. And I was like, "Okay, they don't like me. Cool beans, whatever." And then when things started heating up, Reese reached out to me and was like, "I don't even know if this is a good idea. I don't know if I could. Everyone's told me that I cannot trust you, but I want to ask you some questions." And I said, "Listen, I'm here to talk whatever you want." We talked for like 3 hours
Yep.
about all of the things. And in that conversation, we both discovered that equally we had both been
Played.
like told really false bullshit about each other from Aaron.
I
like for
forgot
a
about that.
year. Yeah.
I texted Nora and I wasn't very nice to her. And I said, I want to talk to you. And she said, okay. I'd never talked to her before, except on that like panel in the very beginning.
Yeah.
And I said, I want to FaceTime with you because like I want to look at you. I don't want to just hear your voice.
Yeah.
I did. And I said, I don't trust you. I said, but I want to trust you. I don't know why, but I said, I feel very drawn to you and I want to trust you. That went on for 3 hours and I loved her
Yeah.
ever since.
Yeah. We had a great conversation, but this is what Aaron does with every person in his life is that he is secretly saying things behind the scenes in text messages, in, any type of messenger that he can reach you on. He will message you, Signal, WhatsApp, Facebook, wherever.
Yeah.
And he will plant seeds very slowly over time about a person, so that you don't trust them, so that he is in control of your relationship with every single other person around you constantly. This happens with every single interpersonal relationship. I can't even imagine. Like Lindsay has also had this conversation with me where we talked about the things that he would say about me to her,
Yep.
and vice versa. And it was like he did that on purpose because after he, finished using Lindsay and threw her away, he was hell-bent on destroying her, with all of us being against her.
Yep.
All of us were to believe that Lindsay's insane, that she's a psychotic person, that she's a bad mom, that she's just this litany of things, right? And before I was in this position that I'm in now, out of the Aaron cult or whatever you want to call it, I told Aaron the last time we shared a group chat that was like a little bit of us, it was like me, him, Serge, Liz Ferris, and Liz Gale, like just the six of us or whatever. He was going on a roll about Lindsay, just blah, 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 blah. She's come to my house. She's stalking me, blah, 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 all this false shit. And I literally said in the group chat to him, I said, I don't want to hear one more fucking thing about this woman unless you get a goddamn restraining order on her. If you're fearful and all this other shit that you're saying, then get a restraining order or shut the fuck up. He left the group chat. That was his response. He left the group chat.
Yep.
And then that was the first major, ding in my record with Aaron, because I was so fucking over it. And I'm just like, this doesn't add up. You know what I mean? Like these story after story after story. Meanwhile, I'm watching Lindsay on YouTube not doing well, and really suffering from the shit that Aaron and his, chat is putting her through. And I'm like, this doesn't add up to me. Like this woman looks harmed and this guy is trying to make it worse. You know what I mean? And it's just like, it's so crazy. It's so crazy that he keeps trying to play this same game over and over and over. He's doing it with us now. He really wants me to die. I mean, it's just like, I've had people who have literally physically tried to kill me, okay, in life multiple times. That has happened to me in and out of Scientology, unfortunately for me. That's my life experience. That's not everybody's life experience. But I have never experienced and that was face to face, okay? Right? I had a motherfucker on the RPF try to push me down the fucking stairs. Okay? Two of them at one time that I was like, not today, Satan. And I fucking fought two grown men off. Okay? But, Aaron is not brave enough to try and put his hands on me, to try and like strangle the life out of me or something else that I'm sure he's imagined a million times. He wouldn't dare. Right? Because he knows I would kick the motherfucking shit out of him. There's no way that would happen. I have survived too much. Okay?
I love it, Nora.
It's not going to happen. But he's willing to do it behind a keyboard, behind multiple alts, behind this crowd of insane people who are supporting somebody who does nothing but harm survivors of trauma, and then, shits on them when he's done with them.
Yeah.
And don't try to ask him a question, guys. Don't try to ask him a clarifying question. Don't try to get a face-to-face because he won't do it.
No, it's the same as Marilyn, though. I mean, all those guys have the same MO, right? Like, you can't hold them accountable to anything. They just project. Haggis, that's hilarious. And Nora, good for you. I've never thrown a punch in my life, so I would get the shit.
Oh, really?
No, I've never hit anybody in my life. I don't
Oh,
know. So I would definitely need protection. I'm glad you'd be there.
I got you.
Baby steps. What I love is that we have so many different beliefs on these channels. We can all come together. Absolutely. And just support strong
Yep.
women. I agree with that so much. And thank you guys for the super chats. The weird thing about all of this is that was his own making. If like
Oh yeah.
he brought me out. He doxed me, right? And brought me out. He
Mm-hmm.
told me, you need to know Sterling. You've got to know him. Introduced me to Sterling. Begged me to get with Tommy. He was like, you got to stream with him. You're going to love him. It's weird that he didn't do that with you. Like, he didn't do it with any other women. He only did it with men for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then turned around and was furious that I was streaming with those guys. He said that live. We were all there, guys. It was a Halloween stream. And he was like, well, you're just so busy with all your attention on Sterling. And I was like,
yeah.
It was so awkward. I was like, we're live. This is weird. He was like, oh, you just know. He was like, you just talk to Sterling all the time and not me. It sounds like you don't have time for me. And I was like, what's going on? Like, you wanted me to work with these guys. And I did. And I ended up loving both of them. I loved Sterling. I'm sad.
Yeah. You guys were funny as fuck together. You guys were hilarious.
I just really enjoyed his personality, and he brought a lot of healing for me talking to an ex. That's what I wanted us to talk about today, was like our upbringing in Scientology. This crashing down. But Tommy was same. It was like he brought me to Tommy, and then he was mad about it. So, and don't you think it is, looking at that now, that's odd that like he didn't hook me up with Liz Gale or Laura FM or Jenna or Natalie. Like, he didn't hook me up with them. He put me on with two guys. He wanted me to work. Like, he was all over it. You got to know Sterling. You got to meet Tommy Scoville.
Because he didn't talk shit about you to Sterling or Tommy. He pumped you up to those guys. To the women, right? Aaron's whole life is convincing. Yeah. He is convincing women to not trust each other. Right? Like, this is his play, because he cannot, and he thinks that women only have one value, right? Which is sex. In his mind, there's no other value or purpose or, reason for women other than to be a sex symbol, to sex, fucking sex, all of these things. This is how his completely like 12-year-old mind works, because he's never moved past the point of puberty. Right? Of like the prepubescent boy that's just masturbating in their fucking room into a sock about every pair of boobs they've ever seen. Right? So like, that's his whole mentality. That's his only drive in life. So of course he doesn't want women getting together, because then what do we do when we're together? We don't go be with the men folk. We commiserate. We help each other. Right? We are actually like, just in general, and we don't, that isn't our first thought.
We bond.
When we're together, we bond. We have love for each other that has nothing to do with wanting to touch each other's bits. Right? And this is the part that, like, because he's so fucking homophobic. Oh, thank you, baby steps. That's so nice. Because he's so homophobic, he can't understand that somebody like me, a lesbian woman, can be friends with women that has nothing to do with me having a sexual intention towards that woman, right? It's like, first of all, I'm happily married to my beautiful, smart, amazing, supportive, fucking my everything, my wife. There are no other women that I think about. Now, my wife and I, of course, joke about, like Charlize Theron. I'm never going to meet her in real life. I saw her once in real life. Oh my God, so beautiful. But like, she and I can look at that together and be like, gorgeous, right? But we're not, neither of us are running away to try and get with Charlize, like, that's not a realistic plan. I think Charlize Theron can get any woman she wants. I don't think she's particularly looking for a 50-year-old, partially broken, fluffy dyke, who's married. I think she's looking for somebody who's available.
I saw her Tinder.
But you know what I mean? Like, he can't understand the power of women coming together and helping each other. It is so abhorrent to him.
And threatening. Hey, Jamie, it's very threatening to him. And I love that, Nora. I feel the same way. I'm very very happy and I'm very in love in my relationship with Tommy. And I
Yeah.
think there's something to that as well. It's like, you know, we feel stable and calm and healed and happy with
Mm-hmm.
our partner, not like this weird, constant fighting for each other.
Mm-hmm.
He has to be number one. That is such a nice thing to say. I really appreciate you saying that, and just don't
Thank
apologize.
you, we.
You never need to apologize. He
No.
does hate. I believe that, Lumen, that he hates women, and
Yeah.
I don't say that lightly. I'm not like he hates women. I really do believe that, and
And I think part of that might be his own upbringing, number one. But number two, I think it's very much on brand for somebody who was heavily indoctrinated in Scientology and is still practicing a lot of those edicts, because Scientology is incredibly misogynistic, incredibly demeaning to the women, to the point of the indentured servants, who are women who pledge 1 billion years of indentured servitude, are called sir. They lose all womanhood from the moment they
yeah,
sign that paper. You are no longer a woman in the eyes of the Sea Organization. You cannot have children. You're barred from, if you desire that. I want to be abundantly clear, guys. I am raising 4 children. I gave birth to 2. My wife gave birth to 2. We had them separately when we were married to men, and then we both came out later in life. Okay, now you know my whole life, and we are raising these 4 kids together. And I will say this from a place of love, and my kids know this: if I could go back in time and tell my 17-year-old self, just before, in my senior year, when I'm thinking about all these things, I would say to myself, do not go to Los Angeles. Do not go work for that school. Go take the better job as the manager of the spa at the fucking 5-star resort hotel. Get into college. Go into sports broadcasting like you wanted, and go down another path. Now, that's not to say I don't love my children. I would rip out my beating heart and put it in their chest if they needed it. Okay. But if you if you are not willing to sacrifice every moment of your life for the rest of your life, okay, not just for 18 years, for the rest of your life, don't do it. Don't have children. Okay. Because they are not, it's not a Nordstrom purchase where you can just take it back at any time and get a refund. Okay. You don't get to give up. You don't get to stop. No matter what happens, the teen years are brutal AF. Okay. And the internet has made it worse. That's all fine. And I'm willing to go through that because I made the conscious choice to have children. The other reason why I wouldn't have kids is because of what I know now about genetics and generational trauma. I would definitely be like, no, girl, don't be passing that on.
yeah. I actually have
But
had
that's,
that conversation with a lot of people. Yeah,
yeah, I mean, but I didn't choose that route. I know where I am. I'm happy where I am right now. But if that were a thing where I could change my entire life from that moment forward, I might do that. I might do that because I would still have the opportunity to meet my wife later. I would still have the opportunity to, go experience things. It would be a completely different life. I wouldn't be here right now doing this. I would have a completely other life because I would have never gone into the Sea Organization, you know?
yeah, I get that on a deep level. I understand.
So I mean, but that's never going to happen. That's not real life. My real life is right now. And I've made peace with that, that I made these choices. And all of those forks in the road lead us into alternate universes. I mean, if you believe in parallel universes, I'm sure there's a parallel universe where I didn't go to LA to work at the Scientology school and I just lived my life out and proud my whole life. I'm sure there is a universe with that Nora in it. And bless her. I'm sure she's living a good life that isn't this one. I'm not jealous of that because I'm good with what I have right now. And it feels like in Scientology, you're always looking at the next goal. Like if you're doing a specific action in Scientology and it has a stated end phenomena, a stated goal,
Right.
right? The moment you hit that goal
and you go and you hold the little soup cans, and the needle does the dance, and then you get announced, you get a little certificate. The second you are done with that, and I do mean the second you are done with that, you're handed another piece of paper to start the very next thing. There
Correct.
is no pause. There
It's a
is no
routing.
yeah, there
It's a
is no
routing form.
celebration.
It's
Yeah.
called a routing form, guys, and
Yeah.
you literally are routed on to the next thing.
Boopity boop, boop.
That's why you pay for that stuff in like chunks, because they don't want you to buy a course. Because when you're done, then you go, well, I'm going home. I don't have anything else on account. They want you to buy a whole package of courses. So when you're done, you got your routing form, and they go, okay, signed off. Good. Let's start the next course. Right. So yeah, it's true. It's
Yeah. And it's exhausting because there's no actual moment of winning. And this is how Aaron is living his life. If you look at everything that he cares about, it's about his analytics, it's about how much money he's making, it's about all of these things that he can quantify into these fake measurements of success, which literally don't deliver success in any actual area of your life. Maybe a little bit in your wallet. Okay. But like, does that make him a good dad? Does that make him a successful spouse? Does that make him a good member of his community? Does any of that stuff make his friendships stronger, like him a better person? All of this has done for the last decade is make him worse. He's actually worse than when he started. He's better at covering up the secrets inside his head.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the sad news. I mean, social media does that to a lot of people. He's not unique. He's not a special flower.
No, I've said this. He's the Johnny Somali of Scientology. He's not.
Yeah.
He is focused on clicks and views, and he continues to go worse and worse to try to push that boundary. And he's hurt dozens of people, guys. This isn't. I mean, it's not just me and Nora saying this. There's a whole list of people that are just written off as crazies, right? Because we stabbed him in the back and we're crazy. And that's not true. It just isn't true. And the pattern is there. It's set now. You can see it. The foundation is set. It started with, I think, the board that he was on and that whole crash. And then it just went down.
Well, getting kicked off a foundation that you start, that you founded, that you recruited other people to be a part of, that's bad.
Trashing Leah, right? I mean, there were
after riding her coattails for 2 years straight, keeping her Emmy in your own house.
There's a lot of evidence there to show. And I'm not trying to get people, again, I'm not Aaron going, go unsubscribe. You might want to look at this Tommy guy and stay away from him. He's an actor, by the way. I'm just saying the writing is on the wall. Like the pattern is set. You can see it. And it sucks because I see how hurt Lindsay is from this, and I don't really feel hurt anymore, but it's like, obviously we were never friends. It was a transactional relationship. And the only thing I'll say that hurts me is I really do think that he outed me on purpose. And I wish that I had some kind of a heads up in that. I wish that I could have had a choice in that matter, because the way it all happened,
that was fucked up.
It was really fucked up. And I wish that I could have had a say in it, to be honest, on how my life was going to go. Now it turned out beautifully, and I've never been happier, but it was super horrific the way he did it. And I'm sad at the way he did it. And it also makes sense. Oh my God. It does. You know what? I'm sorry. I really do think
go for it.
Intentionally. No, just putting pieces together back in my head. When he did out me, do you guys remember he really didn't apologize much? It was very like, but that's not the point. The point was it happened. He called me the next day and he was pretty rattled, and he was like, hopefully nothing comes of it, but we'll see. He was like, I'll keep you in the loop. And I was just like, okay. And after it did happen, and I told him that, I said, it did happen. I haven't heard from my family ever again. Like, it's been a week. And then Kathy called. Remember that?
Yeah.
He knew, and he didn't apologize. He didn't seem to really care. But within like a month, he was like, so they know it's over. He was like, it was very like, he was like, the damage is done. Come on my channel. He's like, come on my channel and tell your story. And that's all he wanted. That all happened New Year's Eve.
That's
In
so gross.
the month of January, he was like, come on my channel. And I was like, I can't. I was broke.
This is before Reese had a YouTube, guys. She was not on YouTube. Please
This
keep
was
that in mind.
January. I started my YouTube in August. So he was like, come on my channel. He was like, come tell your story. He was just egging me on to do it. And I was bawling. I was like, I can't get out of bed. I was so fucked up from that. I was like,
Yeah.
I lost my everyone. And he's to this day, he'll stand on, she didn't lose anybody. That's not true. Ask my kid. That's not true. We lost.
Also, how many friends did you lose? How many hundreds of friends did you lose?
Hundreds, right?
Yeah.
It was 38 years worth of friendships.
Yeah.
I lost everybody. They all just deleted
Done.
me. Never heard from them again.
Yeah.
And what I read this. I'm going to read this, Nora, while you're here because it would mean a lot. This is my friend Virginia, who was a Scientology friend of mine since I met her when I was 14.
What's her last name, Virginia?
Is it okay to say it?
Yeah.
Oh,
she's on Facebook or whatever.
Burnham.
Oh, it's not the Virginia. I know. I was just wondering if it was, but it probably wouldn't be anyway because you're in Kansas City and I was on.
Here's all my texts with Virginia. She has an iPhone, right? Because it's blue. This is the last text I ever sent, April 17th, 2023. This is uncomfortable for me. You may already know about it. I wanted to say thanks for our friendship over the years. I've always really liked you, Nathan, and Warren. I believe I already have been, and not already everyone knows yet, but if I have been, I'm about to be declared a suppressive person. Lots of people, including my family and Facebook friends, have disconnected from me already. I haven't had a chance to say goodbye to anyone except you so far. I didn't get a chance to. They disconnected so quickly. Thank you for being a good friend to me.
And that never went through.
She blocked me. It turned green. After 14, I was 14 when I met her. I was 38 when I sent this. She blocked me just like everybody else. So I lost all of my people. My son lost his family. It broke up the relationship with his dad and him, his father, my son's father. It screwed up the relationship with his grandparents and his dad. So it created waves for sure. Aaron likes to pretend it did nothing to me and it broke me. The point is,
and I want to pause for a second, guys, just so you understand that, just so the gravity of that situation. Disconnection is absolutely one of Scientology's most evil practices. And when Reese is telling you this is not like an exaggeration. The exact same thing happened to me when I got outed on Tony Ortega's blog under a pseudonym that I was using at the time. Within 2 days, before I could get, social media wasn't as fast back then, but before I could contact people and try to be like, hey, this is happening, I was blocked everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. I was just completely blocked. People I had known my entire life, people who were like second parents to me, gone. These are people I watched their children. I helped them with their kids. We all grew up together. Like the impact of this is losing extended family. It'd be like if you took all of your extended family and put them in a plane and the plane crashes and you don't ever get to talk to them again. It's like that kind of a loss. And then just for him to be, laissez-faire about it. Like, she lost nothing. She still got her mother. Like, okay, great. Awesome. I'm glad she still has somebody.
I know you have to go, Nora. He was so shitty about it, about just that he just took it all as like no big deal. So the point is, before you leave, all of January, he was like, come on my channel. And I was like, I can't. I was so fucked up and depressed. All of February, come on my channel. He was like, come on, it's over. He was like, they're gone. They're never coming back. You might as well come on my channel. March 11th was the first time I ever came onto his channel and gave that interview that he's still making money on. So he outed me New Year's Eve. Okay. It took me until March. He pushed and pushed and pushed and was like, come on. He was like, you lost them. Who gives a shit? They're gone. It took me months to actually come out. And so that tells me even more when I think about putting it all together.
Sure.
I think he doxed me on purpose. I absolutely do. He was like, come on, we got a story here. And then what happened? I started doing streams with him all the time. It was like, I'm a little pet. I was like, Reese,
Yeah.
I have no doubt now. I really don't. I think that's what happened.
No, I agree with you 100% because it's not.
Yep, he said that quote. Reese Nate knew this day would come. We talked about it. No apology.
Yeah.
No feeling, no
He's
emotion.
never apologized.
He didn't care.
Never.
Because he planned it. That was intended. I believe that was intended.
Yeah. Because people have heard me say this a million times. I still think he's partially controlled opposition. I think he was playing both sides of the fence when he was out of the Sea Org, feeding Scientology information about under the radar Scientologists while making money with one of the Feshbach brothers on, questionable trades in the stock market. Okay. And then when he got outed for having negative actual opinions about Scientology, then he just flipped it. He's like, okay, so now he's out here saying all this shit. I still think to this day that he is still feeding them shit. But this time he's doing it via his channel by doxing people, by having sources everywhere, by getting these documents and all of these things. And I think that he gives a wink and a nod to Scientology every time. He's like, guess what I got today? And he has like this secret thing that could have only come from very specific. All those people are being yanked in for interrogations. They know the very narrow group of people who could have had a specific piece of information. And I think that's the way that he does it. And then he was getting paid by them, which probably 86 GOP could have been a Scientology op, 6 degrees of separation hired by some, fucking private investigator or something. And, and people are like, I can't believe you took money from it. And I told it very publicly, this is reparations, like for the shit that he paid for to have happen to me. I don't give a fuck. If a hater wants to give me money and super chat me to say, fuck you, you're a cunt, I'm going to take that $5. Great. Thank you for spending $5 to tell me that. I don't care.
I agree.
But it's stupid to get. Why am I going to get upset? I'm going to refund that. Like, I don't even know how to do that anyway. But
I know
it's like, I know, but Aaron is like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so obvious now. And now all he has left are literally, it's like he's in the middle of this hellfire and all he has left are the people with the matches. He doesn't have any friends. He has no friends. These people are literally, I call them the barfly crew. It is getting pretty rough around the edges there. I mean, these are not, they might be good, decent people. I don't know. But, it's certainly not the A team that he's surrounding himself with that he was before. But listen, I want to say this. I love you very much, Reese. You're a good person. You're a good mom. Okay? You do a fucking great job here on your channel. It's my honor and pleasure to be here anytime that I'm up on screen with you with the little relatable Reese symbol right by my face. Okay? I love it. Okay? Don't let anybody fucking try and tear your shit down because they're obsessed with something that somebody you didn't even know and P.S. were a child when these things happened.
Yeah.
To try and fuck your shit up. Okay? It's total bullshit. And also Lindsay's in the chat. I love you too. And yes, Lindsay and I had a lot of differences and it's called an adult conversation, guys. Everybody should try it. We could bring the country together if we did more of that. Okay. But I do have to go take my wife to an appointment.
Thank you for coming, Nora. I really love you. Thank you for what you said. I appreciate your being so sincere all these years and loyal to me and just very maternal. You've just always been very much a caregiver and I love you. Thank you for that.
Yeah. And we're going to listen, guys, we are going to do another stream. Probably next week. We'll make it happen or sooner than that, where we're going to talk about like what it's like. If you guys want to hear that, what it was like for us growing up, being indoctrinated.
I had a whole fucking stream planned I wanted to do with you today.
Yeah. We were going to talk about that and what we do as moms. That's totally different.
Yeah. Guys, Nora's leaving. I'm not yet. So please don't hop off. I have something I want to say.
Stay there with Reese.
Thank you, Nora. We'll do that stream because I still wanted to do that.
Yeah. No, 100%. 100% we'll do that. I'm not dying, guys. I'm just going to an appointment. I'll be back.
Okay. Thank you, Nora. And I really do love you. Thank you.
I love you too. I love you too. All right, chat. Love you. Listen to Reese.
Bye. Megan Roberts, thank you for your super chat. I would rather spend $5. And by the way, please hit subscribe while you're in here. YouTube does unsubscribe you. And with the hate that Aaron's going to put out on me, I'm probably going to lose some subscribers. So please be willing to hit the subscribe button. Megan Roberts, thank you. And Jen Finberg, I love you. Thank you. I just have to process real quick. I know we've been going for a while and we don't usually go this long, but I have to say this. And if you're willing to just stick around, or a few of you, I know the chat's dropping now. I'm processing this in real time. I just put these pieces together in real time about, and it may not matter as much to you as it does to me, obviously, because it was my life, but him outing me, the more I look at that, the more I see, thank you, Erica Fox, the more I see the dots connect there. You know, he really didn't, looking back, he had no remorse for that. And it does, I saw someone just say, it also makes sense. Thank you, Krish. It also makes sense the way he treats current Scientologists, the way he bashes them and abuses them and yells at them. It's like he has no heart for people who are in Scientology who are being mistreated. Thank you, Candy's Life. Do you understand what I'm saying? It actually matches the character and the behavior with the current. He felt nothing when he outed me. As a matter of fact, he doubled down and was like, oh, she was leaving anyway. Oh, she wasn't really in. Oh, she hadn't done a course in 8 years. So she wasn't an active Scientologist. She still has her mom. Like, he came up with all these weird bullet points of like why you shouldn't feel bad about the scenario that he created. Love you too, Jamie Palmer. No, Pat Jonas, he does not have any compassion for anyone. But then if you look at jump skip to now, it's the same timeline. He's attacking these people. He's yelling at them. He's laughing at them. He's belittling them, making fun of every single thing he possibly can. I love you, Caroline in Canada. You and your husband, Jason. Thank you for that. Thank you for the kind words in the super chat. Yeah, it does. It seems like it was by design, Joanne, because if you look back, like I said, I give you guys the timeline here. Sorry, I think of a Gertie hair or a cat hair stuck to me. Yeah, Mad Drop. Guys, I reached out to the Aftermath Foundation July 5th of 2022. I have all of this documented, more than I'm going to admit to. If you never mind, I have it documented. July 25th of 2022, first day I ever spoke to Aaron Smith Levin in my life. I spoke to him until New Year's Eve of 2022 when he outed me. We had been talking under the radar that whole time. I was getting him all the information he wanted. He was asking me so many things about the training programs, my mother-in-law. Do you know this person? Does this person know this person? He got all of his questions answered. And what did he do with them all? He took them to his channel, right? The conversation I had with him on July 5th was him saying, I understand if you want to just break it all up and leave, but if you could, maybe you could stay under the radar and get help. And I could get some information out of you, and you can help others to get out of Scientology via my channel. That's what he said to me. He was like, if you could just stick it out. And he even said, he goes, I know mentally it could be hard for you to basically play both sides. Give me information, but stay in. That was what he wanted me to do. And I said, yeah, I would be happy to do that, especially if it helps others. That's how he portrayed it. This will help people because I've got a big channel. So everything you tell me. Well, meanwhile, I didn't watch any of his channel, by the way. That whole time I was giving him information. I know that sounds crazy, but I didn't watch YouTube. So I wasn't watching him go do content. I was giving him content. I wasn't helping anybody. I was giving him content, and it made him look special to go, I got an under the radar person that tells me. That's what he was doing. He was just taking everything I had until New Year's Eve when he accidentally flashed my name. Whoops. It was because there wasn't anything left. Honestly, I remember hearing your pain when you talked about how you lost so many people so quick. I'm sure that lingers, but you have become so strong. It doesn't as much anymore. It doesn't as much anymore, but I really appreciate you saying that. I think it does in this moment because I'm hashing it out and digging it back up. Thank you, by the way, for your super chat. I have come a long way, and I've got a huge support system on this channel and groups of just friends. I call them an army of support. I have so many people that have stuck with me even through all the Aaron hate and gone, fuck that. I'm still with you, Reese. Thank you to those people. I appreciate you so much. You have no idea. So I think what happened was, now I'm processing this. I think what happened was, whoops, New Year's Eve, right? And New Year's Eve was probably a good time to do that outing because it was a big show. He was giving like all the New Year's Eve, whatever that David Miscavige was doing. Again, I didn't watch it. I did not watch that show of him outing me. I had no idea. On New Year's Day, Sunday, 2023, he called me in my ex-husband's office and was like, hey, I have some bad news. I had no idea. I wasn't watching that show, right? He didn't care looking back when I said within that week, I was like, because he said, he goes, I'll keep you posted. He goes, I don't think they probably saw it. I edited it out. He was like, you're probably good. I had the most nervous electric lightning bolts shooting through my system, which was half excited. I was half like, what if I'm free? I thought, my God, like, what if I'm about to be set free? Like, I'm on this like precipice. I was like, what if I'm about to be free? What if he just freed me? But then I felt like half of me being pulled back to like, but I can't be free or I'll lose everybody, right? That was the problem. That's every Scientologist's problem. That doesn't make me unique. He was supposed to be helping you as a representative from the Aftermath Foundation. In reality, you were being used. Yeah, I love you too, DS Kitty, and thank you for the super chat. That is the big fear of every single Scientologist is we're split down the middle. There's a half of you that's like, what if the cage opened one day and we could step out of it, but we can't because we'd have to say goodbye to everybody in it with us, right? So when we hung up that phone call, that was the electricity that I'll never forget it going through my mind. And I remember standing there and Jeff in his office and he was like, what does this mean? And I said, I don't know. And I just walked off and I just didn't sleep. And I was so nervous. And I thought, oh my God, like, what if they know? What if I'm caught? What if I have to be stuck in lower conditions the rest of my life? What if they pull me back in, but I'm just scrubbing toilets forever, right? Like, I don't know. It was so could have gone any which way. And then I kept starting to convince myself. And I thought, maybe they didn't see it. Like, maybe I'm safe. Maybe I'll be okay. Like, maybe they won't know. All I could think was like, I want to protect me. I want to protect Huxley right now. And I want to protect my relationships with all of my family and my friends. And it was a scary moment. It was a really, really, really scary moment for me. And days went by, and nothing. And each day that went by, my heart sunk a little more, right? Aaron likes to spin this like, she didn't care. She was on the outs anyway. She was leaving anyway. That wasn't true. That was just his propaganda bullshit to make himself feel better and to make himself look better, that I didn't really out this person. This person was already out. That's not the truth. That's him spinning the narrative to make him look like a better person. Each day that went by after that, I got into a darker and darker place. And I thought, I know, because my best friend in Scientology was my mother-in-law. And I stopped hearing from her. She called me on Sunday morning, around like 9 or 10 in the morning, I think. I missed a call because I was vacuuming. After that had happened, Aaron did that. I was a true Scientologist like I always am. And I filled the silence and the terrified feeling of what was going on with trying to probably like almost like an alcoholic maybe would like cope by drinking. That's how I cope even still. I'm like, oh my God, I need to get to work. I need to be, this needs to be organized. I got to clean. I do it all the time. If I'm uncomfortable, I start cleaning. So I missed a call from her. That was the last call I'd ever received. And I sent her, I tried to call her back. No answer. I sent her a text and I said, did you just call me? I missed it. I was vacuuming. Was that a mistake? Are you okay? Never heard from her again. Never heard from her again. So each day got harder for me. And through the month of January, it was incredibly, I felt like I was trying to walk with cinder blocks tied to my feet. It was just every day got harder and harder. And I remember the man I was married to at the time was like, I don't know what the fuck to do with you. He's like, I honestly don't know what to do with you. He's like, you won't stop crying. I don't know what to do with you. And I was like, I guess this is depression. I've never felt depressed like this before. I've never had time to lay around in bed and cry. Scientologists don't do that, and you're not allowed to do that. So I was just sunk. I felt like I was just done. It was over. And like Nora just said, put everybody you love on a plane and let it crash. That's what had when did you finally admit what we all thought had happened? I don't know what your question is. I don't understand, King's Kid. Can you rephrase it so I understand? That's what it felt like. Did you see the text I showed to my friend Virginia? That was one of hundreds of texts that I sent to people. I never got an answer from anybody. Every single person did what she did and just blocked me. I didn't get a goodbye. I didn't get any closure. Now, this is not me going, poor me. This is just what happened. This is me walking through the steps looking back now, because the story, I think, has changed. I don't think Aaron did accidentally out me. I really don't. Looking back at this, just the showing of no remorse. So each day that went by, I texted Aaron and I was like, I think it did. I think I was found out. I don't think I'm ever going to see my family again. I don't think I'm ever going to hear from them again. And he was very unapologetic. He was like, oh shit, that sucks. He was like, come on my channel. And I was like, I don't have any interest in that. That's like the last thing I want to do. Right. Like I got to figure out now, like what fucking pieces to pick up if there are any. I felt very much like, am I in, am I out? And then eventually I was like, I'm out. I know they changed the locks. It's over. Like the keys are gone. And then through February, he was like, come on my channel, come on and tell all, do a tell all. Let's do a story. And I was like it just, my heart was not in that. But you can see now looking back, this is why I say like time is a beautiful thing, because it heals things. It heals from losses and passings and shit like that. But it also shows the bigger picture, because as the timeline passes, the picture gets bigger and we're able to zoom out. And so looking back at this and the behavior and the behavioral pattern in Aaron, which is what? He has no accountability in anything he's ever done that has to do with me, Mike Rinder, the Headleys, the whole other foundation, Leah Remini, Sterling, Dylan, Mike Brown, Laura FM, Liz Ferris, Liz Gale. No accountability with any of these people. It's not just me. It's let's do a show so I can get some clicks and views, so I can be famous. Because I think that's Aaron's number one goal. Honestly, I think to be famous is like a really big deal to him. So meanwhile, I'm like a puddle on the floor and he's like, let's do a stream. And I was like, yeah, no, dude. So by March 11th was when I did a stream with him. It took me that long to go, this is over. I've lost everybody and they're not coming back. Like it's been January, February, and now March, and I had nothing. And so that's when I was like, okay, fuck it, I'll do it. And I got permission from Huxley, my son. The night before, I said, this person wants me to come on his channel and tell all. And I said, are you okay with that? Because once I do that, I really did sign a contract with the devil. There will be no going back. And I said, we will lose your grandparents. We will lose everybody. And my son was 12 at the time, 13 maybe. And his response was, weren't you sexually assaulted as a 14-year-old in that church? And I said, I was. Yeah, I shared that with him. And he said, if you tell that story and it helps another person who's that age, maybe not, that doesn't happen to somebody else. He said, then yeah, I think you should do it. That was my 12 or 13-year-old son's response to that. And I felt his blessing and I thought, well, then I'll do it. I mean, I bawled in the kitchen when he told me that, but I said, that's why he's such an anchor, because he's so mature and well-rounded. And I just thought, wow, that's a powerful response. And how do you say no to that? So the next day I did it and I went on Aaron's channel. And if you go look, he still has a whole playlist, interestingly enough, of my streams, Tommy's streams. So he's still cashing in on those. He just wants us dead and off YouTube, but he still wants to make money off of the story, right? So you can go see it. And I was like this, and I was hunched over, and my skin was gray, and I looked terrible, and I was super fearful. I was very fearful in that stream. I was not comfortable in my skin. And I told my story. I told it to the world. The only people that knew that story were Scientologists. I had never shared that story. And I think I ended up doing a follow-up stream on Aaron's channel like a month later. I think it was in April. And then he was like, you should start a channel. You should start a channel. If you start a channel, I'll platform you. I'll put you out there. And I was like, I don't think so. There's plenty of Scientologists out there speaking. Like, we don't need another one. So it just shows you like the timeline. That was April. He kept doing that. I never did another show with him. And then May rolled around, June rolled around. He's like, you should start a channel. You should start a channel. We could stream together. And I was like, again, I wasn't trying to be in the spotlight. I wasn't trying to accomplish what he was. But looking back, it makes sense that he would have outed me on purpose. Like, all of this looking back is like, doesn't that almost seem planned? Like, come on, you lost everybody. Who cares? Come on. Like, you don't seem to really care. You just really wanted it for the story. And I finally started a channel around August 1st of 2023. So we went from New Year's Eve of 2022 all the way to August 1st. I wasn't in some rush to do it. And I still didn't want to do it. But my husband at the time talked with Erin and said she needs this camera and camera, and she needs this microphone. And the next morning, my husband goes, hey, your Amazon stuff is here. And I said, what Amazon stuff? He goes, you're starting a channel. I ordered you the microphone that Erin said that you needed to start a channel. And I was like, I'm not starting a channel. I was like, that's insane. And then I ended up starting a channel, and Erin platformed me, and I got to like 10,000 people pretty quickly. And I was stupid and I was immature, and I thought that it didn't bother me, and I thought I was okay. And I had no idea that I had years and years ahead of me of really working stuff out and doing the work and healing. And I streamed with Erin for a long time regularly. And I don't think that helped me to heal, because he was very, like he is now, he was very mocking in his tone, and laughed at everything. Everything was a joke. And I like to look at the other side of things. Of course, I love to laugh and I have dark humor, but I also was like, what about starting a life now? Like, now what? He's like, you'll figure it out. Like, I mean, there was no empathy. There was no compassion at all. And so it all happened really fast. And he hooked me up with Tommy and Sterling, and it all went south from there. And he has had it out for me since I quit his board. I mean, Erin has really, really come for me via, right, Natalie, via Marilyn, via the two racist Nazi guys, right? This has all been a planned, coordinated attack. I have no doubt in my mind that, oh, whoops, all of those people I just named started coming for me after I quit his board. Oh, I'm sure they do, baby steps. I'm sure Erin and Jeff's biggest regret right now is trying to get me to start a channel. I would have never started a channel. And thank you for your super chat. And if you remember, I was monetized in 48 hours. People flocked and were like supporting me. And most of you are still those people. And Erin has taken several large swings at me through his channel, calling me a liar, telling me I didn't really lose anybody, and it wasn't that big of a deal. I wasn't really under the radar, like trying to lighten the story to make him look like the good guy and me like the bad guy. And it worked. I lost 4,000 subscribers pretty quickly. And then he sent Marilyn after me for the last year and a half. And I've been battling with her and her posse of racists, right? Susie Oberholtz is another one. I never had a bad word with her, and suddenly she started attacking me. It was just a very planned, coordinated, obvious attack. And here we are today, and Marilyn's putting out a documentary on me and Tommy, and Erin's in her chat today saying what a monster I am. And I mean, it's fascinating to me that it's like you are responsible for literally all of this. And I'm not one to just go, it's all your fault. That's not true. I love to take accountability. But in this scenario, it's like you brought me here. You did all of this. You changed the entire course of my life. Now, I will say I am thankful to Erin for that. Whether it was planned or an accident, I'm happy with where I am. I love my life. I love my channel. My channel is my love. I love it so much. I love meeting people. I love everyone showing up here every day. I'm incredibly grateful for what I have, the gifts that I have received, just spiritual gifts that I have received from this. I have found God. Like there's so many things that have unraveled from this. I have found true friendships, true women that support me. Thank God he introduced me to Tommy and Sterling. I love Sterling and I always will. I haven't spoken to him. I am forever grateful to them for that. And I'm not happy about that. I love you, baby steps. Me too. Credit where credit's due. But I never attacked Marilyn. And she admitted to that. She said, Reese never came for me. And yet, look at the pattern, guys. Just look. I'm not asking you to believe me. Just look, right? She all of a sudden started coming for me after he said she won't. You're on my board. She won't. And then I quit the board and there it went. And then we're still here in 2026 today. Erin is still coming for me. He is still threatened by me. He is still attacking me. He still wants me gone. He wants this channel shut down and off of YouTube. Why? Because he's the bigger bear. He thinks he's God. Would you want to give that up? He is power starving for power. And I'm not. And I don't care who works with me. I don't care who doesn't work with me. I don't care who unsubscribes. I don't care who tells me I'm a piece of shit. I don't care how many documentaries you put out because I know the truth and I know what happened. I was there. And you're going to have a hard time trying to change that. That's forever there. That's a piece of history. And the problem is everybody can go look. Everybody can see it. And most of them were there. I'll work with you. Babe, I'm so thankful that Erin introduced us. But the fact of the matter is, Erin today is supporting and promoting a fake documentary on Tommy saying this guy needs to be stopped. He's a convict. Well, you didn't feel that way when you were cashing in on him during the Danny Masterson trials and you brought him on because he was a convict. That was the whole showcasing, shining the light on Tommy. This is Tommy Scoville, a convict. Let's hear from him. He knew damn well exactly who and what he was working with. And now, years later, I think he pretends that people forgot. Marilyn has a problem with this too. She'll wait weeks and weeks and weeks and then come out and do something new, thinking we all forgot. They kind of wait for time to pass and they're like, oh, good, clean slate. Nobody forgot. No one forgot. And you brought Tommy out onto the scene and you wanted me to meet him. And thank God I did, right? Because now he's the absolute best friend and love of my life. So that also backfired. A fakementary, yeah, Candy's life. His soul is what's really starving. His soul is starving and his character is on full display. What did he say about Nora today? Nora's father died. Okay? He's starting to sound like those racist Nazis. They'll go anywhere. They'll go as low as possible. Nora's father died. And we all know that she's very sensitive to that loss. He said in Marilyn's chat today, is Nora going to go be in hell with her dad this week? Aaron Smith-Levin said that. He didn't want you to know he said that. So he hid behind Marilyn's chat to say it with a wrench in his hand, right? So it's the same behavior. I'm going to hide. I'm not going to say it on my channel, my big channel, right? Where I got my big donors. He doesn't want all that PayPal money to go to by the wayside. So he has to say it behind. That's why he uses Marilyn. He can say whatever he wants over there because his channel isn't over there watching. It was like 180 people watching. He can be a real big, tough guy, right? He's a real big bear over there in those comments. It's so classic. It's so cowardice. It's so weak. Let's go over there to tear down all the women we hate, but I won't do it on my channel. And he will. He will. He'll come out swinging here anytime. And okay, Copper, I found him on eBay. I found him in red too, and I love him. And thank you for the gifted memberships. Wow. I love when you guys do that. I'm just laying out the pattern that I see. Everything I've said, you can go look. I'm not making it up. He has to make shit up. These guys have to twist the narrative to make me and Tommy look bad, right? We don't have to do that. They put it on full display for you to see. He's a bad person with a big fake channel. He gets the same numbers I get in live chats now. So I think that he is sinking. I think he knows it. I think he's incredibly unhappy. He doesn't have a very good group anymore to work with, and he knows that. And so he's flailing, he's spiraling. And I think that he's circling the drain and saying, I'm going to take all you fucking people with me. Who would say that about Nora and her father? I know who. The knife hoarder. He says stuff like that all the time, right? There is no low they won't stoop to. I get it if you hate someone, but to say, is she going to hell with her father who's passed away, is a disgusting, wait for it, Scientological thing to say. That is 100% something a Scientologist would say. That is someone who's done a lot of bull baiting and has zero emotions. He's got no HENR, human emotion reaction. He's got none of that. He is dead behind the eyes. He is desensitized. I know that because I would never say something like that. And I was a Scientologist. I would say that as a Scientologist, I would have said that. Those are big things Scientologists say. I would never say that now. That's because the algorithm is not treating big channels the same way. It's treating small channels. He explained very in depth. Oh, that's right. You know, and Aaron, I mean, you guys kind of did yourself a disservice swinging at Tommy. Tommy doesn't care because Tommy is very confident in his skills and abilities on YouTube. Tommy sticks to what he knows, and he has a very thriving channel, and it's growing and it's building, and he's a great speaker, and he does a wonderful job over there. So I know you guys keep focusing on him, and I know you're doing it to get to me. They're doing it to harm me. They don't give a shit about Tommy. I am Aaron's focus. I 100% believe that. If you look at how much he love bombed and made me his little pet when I came out, and I didn't do what he wanted, and I didn't follow his rules. So guess what? Now, Natalie said to me, do not quit that board. You will regret that. She said that to me. Natalie pleaded with me and said, don't do it. You will get so much hate. You will regret it. Don't do it. He's punishing me now. This is year after year now, his display of punishing me. This is Aaron going, you're fucking dead to me, like he said about me, about Sterling to me in his kitchen. He said, Sterling is fucking dead to me. And I said, how could you hate Sterling of all people? Yeah, you can't spell asshole without ASL. Put that on some merch. It's the same thing. He also made Sterling pay. They did some hate shit on Sterling, if you remember. He's trashed everyone. It's not like it's just me. I'm in particularly special, though, because he intentionally outed me and uprooted my life. Ended up being a really good thing. And I think he's mad about that, too. Everything he's tried to do to hurt me, flowers have grown there. And I'm not kidding. Like, every single thing he's tried to use against me has all turned out to be good. He's seething over that. He can't stand that. And he's going to continue to try, and I'm going to continue to laugh at this shit. He can't hurt me. He has no power over me. In order for him to hurt me, he'd have to have some kind of power over me. He can come out with every possible receipt. He can do it. The last video he did on me was Relatable Reese and the receipts of her being such a liar or something. Have at it, dude. You haven't done enough to sink me yet. And even if you strike another 5,000 people off my channel, that still gives me enough to work with still. I'll still have my friends. There are certain people that won't leave me. So, yeah, I agree with that, Megan Roberts. I'm sorry for those of you that don't believe in God, but I do. And I truly believe God is on my side here. God, I think, will protect me. And I think God does not like people who attack people who love God and believe in God. I have faith in that. And I also noticed in Marilyn's chat today how much they were making fun of me finding God. They were laughing at that. Thank you, Shannon's Journey. It's nice to see you. Thank you for being a member. They were mocking that and making fun of me believing in God. That is not something that I recommend. I don't think that's a good idea. Make fun of my weight, make fun of anything you want, make fun of me being a liar. I don't think it's smart to make fun of anybody's faith or religion, what they believe in. To mock that is a pretty telling part of your character. Kind of tells me what I need to know. I've said it before, I'll keep shouting it from the rooftop. You, Reese, are one of the bravest women I know. I'm proud to call you my friend. Your character shines right through all of the darkness. I love you, Debbie Zito. What a kind thing to say. What a nice thing to say, Debbie. Thank you. My God. I am honored to be your friend. And thank you for what you do for me, Debbie. I love you. Thank you for the super chat. Resets because he is manure. Yes, Haggis. I agree with that. And I'm not, Haggis, thank you for the super chat. I'm not even like, you don't see me calling him a stupid piece of shit and all that. I'm not doing any of that. I'm not interested in any of that. I don't need to do that. It speaks for itself. But I think what more I'm looking at is like the timeline here and how it all adds up. It all makes sense. It all makes sense. I don't believe for a second now. I don't believe that that man outed me accidentally. I don't. Looking back at the behavior, looking back at the lack of accountability or remorse, looking back at the, now let's do a stream. I outed you. Let's do a stream. And I was like, I can't get out of bed. Like, we're not the same. We're not in the same place here. Like, you're excited, right? Hey, Tyler, Google the parable of the Chinese farmer and his horse. Everything happens for a reason. We shall see. Thank you, Tyler. Okay. I love that. And thank you for your super chat. I picked up subs today. This is going on 5 years of this. Watch it. I don't want to bother me. And watch it. I don't want to bother me. And I don't have any hangups. Tommy doesn't care. He's very, very centered. I would say we both are in who we are. That's where people break down. When you start caring about what other people think, or you start wondering who you are. Like if you don't know who you are at a deep level, I didn't know who I was until I started doing the work on me. Tommy has also done that. He is a very confident man in his abilities and who he is. He doesn't need to do documentaries and shit talk and gossip, right? And attack women. He doesn't need to do that. He's very confident in who he is. That's one of the biggest things I love about him, right? No, Tommy doesn't watch any of that hate. He never does. He didn't even know about it until I told him. I was like, just so you know. He was like, oh, when's that coming out? I was like, tomorrow. Haggis, yeah. Hearts of Oak. That's right. Boy, what a stream. This was a great stream. Please hit subscribe. Again, I ask you to please do that. I don't usually like push it that hard. Yeah, I'm disappointed in Natalie. Donna Cooper, I'm very disappointed in Natalie. It'll be interesting when Natalie comes back because I don't know if I'm right about this, but I think Marilyn is a mod for Natalie. And I'm very curious to know because my husband died. I was a widow. And Marilyn made a whole video on that and laughed about it and mocked it. She called him Dead Fred. My husband's name is Fred. She called him Dead Fred. She didn't really try to hide it. She made fun of him because he was old and said he wore diapers. Made fun of him being incontinent, which is not uncommon in older people. Natalie is also kind of a widow. I don't think they were married, but they had been together forever. And I honor the fact that I would call her a widow. How does she feel about that? Being friends with someone who does that? I mean, that's just one question out of many, many, many questions I have. Tommy never mentions any of these people. He does his own thing and there's not even a thought. Yeah, he doesn't give a shit. And thank you, Joanne. I love you. I can create content without them. They can't create content without me. I say that all the time. Natalie is complicit, but I also think Natalie just tries to be wiser about it with her backstabbing. I guess she put out, I saw it the other day, she put out a short talking about like unsubscribing from the hate or whatever. Go watch that. You can see her eyes reading. She's reading something from AI that she couldn't even come up with on her own content. You can see her eyes reading something. It's subtle, but you can watch it. She's reading whatever she's doing and pawning it off as her own. I don't know how that's going to work. Apparently, Natalie's coming back, and Uh, hopefully she'll stay out of my lane. But if she comes for me, I will absolutely come straight for her. I don't have any problems putting her in the hot seat at all. Natalie's done some damaging shit, and she tries to play it off like she's this sweet, I'm above it all. I've got all my shit figured out. I'm cool. Like, no, she's not. She's just a backstabber, but she's more subtle about it. Absolutely. Uh, you guys don't point at other people so no one looks at you. Well, we take accountability. And I say we, Allison, thank you for your super chat. I say Tommy does, I do, Nora, Lindsay, like no one is over here going, don't look at me, look at Marilyn. Oh no, please don't look at me, right? So yeah, these people have been doing this for 5 years. Love you, Abdazzle. Yeah, I'm just not going to, let me put it this way. I'm not trying to be some tough guy and like threaten Natalie or anything like that. But I will stand firm and I will absolutely speak to anything. In the past, the difference is I was quiet about stuff. I was like, it's okay. Like, I'm not going to say anything. I will be loud about it this time. Like, come for me, that's fine, but we will absolutely be loud about it. I'm not going to be quiet and just pretend it didn't happen. So that's the only difference. Yeah, Natalie's very conniving. Again, she plays the cool girl thing. Like, I've just got it all together. I'm just too cool and above it all and healed and, at my yoga retreat and drinking green tea to like any of this to matter. Like but then she'll stab people in the back very subtly. She's also complicit. I mean, she's lined up with like, how is she going to explain that? I'd love to know, because Tony was a huge loss for her. That was her husband, basically. He was a huge loss for her, right? And thankfully the community came together and paid for everything for her there and really lifted her up, just like the community has done for me before as well. But that was a huge loss. I'm curious how you're friends with someone who makes fun of someone's spouse dying. I'm curious. I'd like to know the answer to that. Also, that same person who made fun of someone's spouse dying also associates with Nazis and racists, and they came for my son and sexualized him and altered a photo of my son to make him look naked and put that out there to the point where I had to report that to the FBI. So I'm curious. I'm curious about why you would be supportive of such things. Yeah, Aaron can't work with people that are more credible, Lindsay, because Aaron doesn't have anybody left. He had the good people, right? He had Dylan. He had Mike Brown. He had Sterling on his side. He had Laura FM, Liz Gale, Liz Ferris, Nora, me. He had Zach, his lawyer friend Zach. All these people have left him because of his behavior, because they were good people and said, fuck this. I'm not going to be a part of this. We all did the same thing. But somehow we're all the psychos, right? We're all the bad people, right? Nobody buys it anymore. Nobody buys what you're selling there anymore because too much time has passed, which has brought about the pattern, right? You can't see the pattern if it's only a small amount of time. That's the problem with patterns, right? He started this shit and then time started passing and there was the same thing over and over. He was harmful to all new people. The pattern started up. And now that there's been years, you can go, oh shit, he's the common denominator, all this, right? So it's very clear to me. Aaron and I did hundreds of thousands of views, at least 100,000, all the videos we did. I wonder if he does, babe. That's what Nora was saying on her stream today. He has an entire playlist of your videos and my videos up. So that's what I'm saying. He wants us off YouTube. He wants to trash us and make us complete liars. And hey, Liz Ferris, speak of the devil. He wants to make us look bad. He wants to totally tarnish our reputations, but he wants to make money on those still. He won't take the videos down. It's kind of weird to me that you would say Tommy Scoville is a dangerous predator, but you have a bunch of streams up with him where you guys are pals and buddies and doing all kinds of content. And he's aware that you're a convict in those streams. He wants to make cash in on those and profit off of us, but we're bad people. Natalie has to be pretty shallow if she comes across so nicey. She does. She's just got that syrupy, slimy, like, again, she's not like Marilyn. Natalie is more intelligent, with her insults and how she does it. Marilyn is as dumb as they come. So she comes out swinging and everyone sees it. Natalie just does it in a more structured way. Hey Nancy, thank you again for that, babe. That was sweet of you. Thank you guys for gifting memberships. He was aware as a convict when he asked me to go to California and protect him from Zero Dark Tony. He did. He asked Tommy to go with him to California because he was afraid of Zero Dark Tony. He wanted Tommy to be like a bodyguard. Yeah, Natalie and Marilyn have always been friends. I think Marilyn is a wrench on her channel. If not, she used to be for sure. I mean, you can go back and look at all those things that Natalie again said, I'm not going to speak to Aaron and Jenna's breakup. Those are my friends and they're adults and you can ask them. I'm not their keepers. 2 seconds later, she turned around and did content, channel after stream after stream after stream on me and Tommy. Again, right? She's subtle about it, but she cashed in on me and Tommy and she had no problem trashing us, no problem with Marilyn in the chat trashing us. But when it came to her friends, Aaron and Jenna, she was like, oh, that's off limits. I don't do that here. But she trashed me and Tommy. Like I see through her bullshit. I know a lot of people like Natalie. You're still welcome to like Natalie. That's not up to me. So please don't feel like I'm telling you to not like Natalie. I just see that she is an absolute empty, hollow person and not a friend to anyone. She will stab anyone in the back. And she's shown me her true colors for sure. Guys, this was a long stream. I feel guilty about it, but thank you for staying with me. I worked through a lot. I might talk more about this tomorrow. Tomorrow is Tommy's birthday. My love. I'm really excited about that because we will be 15 years apart for 5 days starting tomorrow. My birthday's next week. Please hit subscribe while you're in here. Please, yeah, Allison, please hit subscribe. YouTube does unsubscribe you, and I have a feeling I'm probably going to take a new hit over this shit that they're doing. So please hit subscribe. I would appreciate that very much. Thank you to the people who have stayed with me. I mean it. Thank you. It means your loyalty means everything. And that's why I stream almost every single day. Love you, Traveling Bee. Thank you. Thank you for the super chats. I appreciate it so much. It helps me and my son. So thank you for being members, gifting memberships. Thank you, Alicia Johnson. And I just want to say one thing. If you're still in here, you didn't have to apologize. That was very kind of you to validate that though. Hey, Lupita, for those people who are like, oh, not this topic again, I apologize to you. Bree, you too, babe. Love you, Joanne Holly. I apologize to you guys. I realize this isn't the kind of shit that you want to hear. I realize you're like, can we talk about something else? We can. I am not obsessed like Marilyn about this. I don't have to do content on this because I don't need her. She needs me. I'm addressing this because this came out today. Okay. But I do apologize to the people who are like, I love you, but this shit gets old. I understand. I don't intend to do this forever. But when it has to be talked about, it has to be talked about. It's my life. This is you watching like a soap opera, but this is my life, right? I'm a real person in here. It's not a character on Netflix, unfortunately, right? And it's also my job. This is my job. Nurse Teal, thank you for being a member. It's nice to see you, babe. I feel like I haven't seen you for a while. I also make my money and this is my job doing this. And you guys thankfully support me doing that. I thank you, Molly Moon. I never ask for money, but I do ask that you hit the like button. Please hit subscribe, right? Because I am a YouTuber and this is my job. Angela R., thank you for gifting a membership and welcome. And thank you to the replay crew. Thank you to everyone who shows up and holds my hand through this. I appreciate more than anything your time. It's my love language. I say it all the time, but it is. Quality time is my love language. Maybe we don't want to hear it, but we need to listen and support you all. You need to keep speaking out. Nothing will change if everyone is silent. I agree with that so much. Thank you, Willow Tree. Thank you. I agree with that. It's just, I'm trying to do it in a very professional, like stable way. I don't want to come out going nuts like Marilyn does. I'm not super reactive of a human being anyway, but this shit does, like Avocado Professor just said, it needs to be said. And I'm sorry that it's not the topic you want to hear. And please don't tune in. Like, take care of your mental health first. But it does need to be talked about. This is some serious bullying and it's gotten crazy and they've dragged my minor child into this and it's gotten crazy, right? And I truly believe that Aaron is behind all of it. Marilyn is not smart enough to pull these strings, right? I don't think Natalie brought it upon herself to make all that content on me and Tommy. Aaron is behind all of this because he's angry with me. This all started after I quit the board. Whether you want to see that or not is totally up to you, right? I see it. And I don't think I was outed accidentally. Not anymore. I love you guys. Mods, I love you. Sorry it was a 3-hour stream. I know this was long. Thank you for sticking with me. Please, please, please hit subscribe. Thank you for supporting me and Nora. Thank you for the people who are over here from Nora's stream. I appreciate that very much. I just want you to know, I want everyone to feel seen and heard. I felt terrible for Mama Brooke, who is in here. I don't know if she's still here. Oh, that's good, Anita. Common Demon Nader. Yeah. Love you, Shadows Nana. I want everyone to feel validated and seen and heard. It's important to me. So thank you. Hey, Purple Groovy. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow afternoon sometime. It was well done. You and Nora handled it well. Thank you, baby steps. I love Nora. I will be back tomorrow afternoon sometime. And then tomorrow night, Tommy and I will do a show on Colts and Crims, our channel. And tomorrow's his birthday. I love that. Love you, Jojo. And thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Tori's birthday stream showed a community pulling together. I loved that stream and I was honored to be invited. Thank you. Thank you. I will see you guys tomorrow. And I mean it. Thank you very much. Please hit subscribe and I'll see you all in the afternoon tomorrow. Here comes Fred.